Stays crunchy. Stays crunchy. And milk.
Oh, we're on the same file?
We will be. We each have an individual file, and then it outputs a real nice, neat little file that cleans up everything really well. I like it. I used to have to go through I used to think I had to go through and clean up stuff individually, and so I would go through and individually go clean up each one of our tracks on this device. Turns out it was outputting a finished track the whole time that didn't even need me to touch it at all. Because I'd be like hearing the room hiss from our individual mics and shit. Because we would record in hotel rooms and shit like that there. Mm-hmm. This used to just be exclusively our road setup more than anything else. And then it turns out, no, if you go down one more, so basically it's a folder with today's date on it. It'll be 2 today because we're doing, we got to do a couple of different things. But if you go check in that folder, there are 4 files, 1, 2, 3, or actually 1, 2, 3.
And then 4.
And then the 4th one is
the collective,
the unified track. And it's really well done. It usually gets. I don't normally have to do anything. In fact, I don't even edit audio anymore. Now this week it'll be all because I'm not doing much video at all. There'll be some video components of the show because I just like to have that, and it's just a part of everything we do at this point. But I don't edit our audio anymore. I pull it down, and I go through and I edit our video, and there it is. And that's what's on the internet. And now what I just figured out. Over the last, after we filmed the last time we did this, and the file was so massive, I was like, I need something to shrink this file down. Well, I've had the ability to do that the whole time. I have a program called Handbrake, which is just that. I can break a file down to basically, it's like taking a wave to an MP3. It's basically, but in video form. Mm. And so the version of the show that I put up that actually was just the one we recorded last as a group was the one that just most recently went up. When it was done, it was 7.8 gigs, and then I ran it through Handbrake, and it was like 893 megabytes. Mm. So I'm like, oh, that's a substantial shrinking. It means it's that much easier to get it uploaded. That one don't really have a lot of. It's like it's a waveform except for the intro, our individual segment intros of.
I haven't heard of compression that great since I watched Silicon Valley.
It's crazy. It's actually very impressive. Handbrake is a very good tool. So if you are doing video work, you should probably pull it down there. It's a free to use tool. You know what I'm saying? So it don't cost you nothing. It's real good. It does a real good job. And like I said, I forgot all about it. And I can now Adobe Encode is another thing I have access to, but also like I said, it just is not as drag and drop, quick little select as Handbrake is. Handbrake is just made so simple. So, like I said, I don't really do much audio editing to this at this point. I've only had one complaint about the audio, and they were complaining about KP, and they said, I don't like the host. He talks too fast.
Oh, come on, man.
So I deleted that comment and then blocked the user. So.
I don't like the host. He talks too fast.
Never talk that shit.
I love the rest of the show.
Yeah.
What will there be left to love of the show?
I mean, KP is special, and I like that somebody I like that somebody even gave us the chance to listen to it. Or in this case, that was in Spotify where that comment came from. Mm. But
man, that could have been like some sort of executive somewhere, and you just cost yourself a partnership.
Could have been, but they also didn't have to be rude. So it's relatively simplistic. You can be cool. You can actually say, "Hey, little constructive criticism. Slow your roll."
Really enjoy the show. Would be helpful if you took a breath in between it.
There you go. And I don't actually find that I speak fast, especially on KP, because it's well split up betwixt us. You know what I'm saying, and how we perform on that particular show. But they think I do, and so. But I have taken it to heart, and I try to speak. I try to slow my roll a little bit. I have a whole problem with just, and we've talked about this before. I try to be crystal clear in what I say to people, and people be like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "What the fuck did you just read or hear?" And it drives me bonkers because I'm like, and I'll go back and I'm like, I'll reread, or in my head I'll be like, "Say it again," and I'm just like. What is unclear here, and why is it unclear? Is it and that's another. So we were just talking about large language models and how we keep getting suggested to use it for email. The thing is, I work where I've worked for almost 25 years. And in those 25 years, every year for almost ever, they made me take an email writing class. So I'm very good at writing emails because they've trained me to do so for the entire time I've been there. Which is why I don't have to lean on anything like a large language model to fix my emails. I write really good emails. And so it's just that's one of those things that drives you. You should use the right emails. Well, baby, you've been training me my whole time to write really good emails.
Yeah, even if I don't even think our job dictates us being able to write really good emails. Like most of the time, it's like a direct, a quick response thing anyway.
My emails currently that I send out, not to delve too deep what we do, are pretty much copy paste jobs.
Yes.
This is what I've done today, below. And then I place them below. I do color code some things. I like to do that. That's just my own. Again, because I've been trained in writing emails this whole time. And so I do a little color coding on what went, what didn't go at all, what couldn't go at all, and then what it was stopped by for some other reason. Literally red, green, yellow. It's just stop line. And it seems to work well. And that's it. Now, the other day I had to email boss's boss, because I didn't have some piece of kit wasn't working. And still, it's as easy as, good morning. I still don't have this piece of kit, and was asked by my boss to reach out to you guys to see what we're supposed to do going forward. I don't even get an email back. I get a message back saying, they in a meeting right now talking about this. You want to jump in that Zoom call? I'm like, I certainly will. So then we no longer in email. We've left email and we've jumped on a video call. Works like a champ. Got it done. And by the time I got back to work the other day, there it is. It works. Again, I can write an email with the best of them, and I do. And in fact, so like for KP in particular, we jump back to the show, to show business. I oftentimes have to write the individuals at Roku, the people at Love Productions, the bakers, and or any guest that I want to have on the show, and I know what I'm doing, and I write a real professional email, and it's checked. And trust me when I tell you, I check things in triplicate to make sure I'm not getting slick on nobody's, misspellings or typos of any sort and so forth. So I try to keep it wild profesh. And so it's almost time for
that's industry slang for professional.
It's almost time for KP to come back. The Great American Baking Show to come back. So I know I'm going to have to reach out to my last contact who had gone on maternity leave. I need to see if one, she's back, because I don't know how long her maternity leave. Some states, you can take a year. And then I need to see if she is still in charge of that show. Because every year I've gone back to these things and somebody else has been in charge of the show. And in fact, they moved whole companies this last time. It went from a PR firm to in-house. And now, is it still there? We'll see. So, yeah, trust me, I can write a good email. Which has nothing to do with anything, but I just find it fascinating that something they literally trained me on for a very long time. They're like, you know what you should do? Give it to that dude to do.
Put it in the hands of a computer.
It seems like they're intentionally trying to make us stupider, and it bothers me. Feel me? It's like, you can just ask that. Now, mind you, we've been Googling for God knows how long Google's been around. So we kind of do go to the internet with questions as it is. But it doesn't seem like they want us, I don't know, learning. Because you go to I rarely go with Google's AI response as my answer to a question. I go delving a little deeper, unless it's just like convert this to Celsius right quick. And that's and even then I worry. So then I end up going a little deeper. I'm like, is that right? Because I can't be trusting this shit, and double checking. And then I kind of have figured out in general how to do the Celsius conversion, and it's usually just add like 30 and then some math. But still, if you want a basic, just add, subtract 30, you'll be all right. You'll be in the wheelhouse of the actual temperature. And rarely do I need Celsius in anything, and I don't measure anything in centimeters and or meters or stuff like that. I do like meters as a measurement, but That's just it's a base 10 operation, and we got 10 fingers and so forth. It works well.
I guess that's the most American thing about me is I don't really like inches is fine. Like I'm good. I'm good with the measurement you gave me.
It's because video games and me running around inside of video games, first-person shooters in particular, often things are in meters, and so I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of need to know how far that gunplay is coming from in this particular round. So I kind of have to know meters at that point. Have to is so strong. It feels like a requirement. Feel me? So I chuckle at it all, man. I'm just, again, like I said, your man can write an email. That's all. I bet you hear it's all three of us. It's kind of nice when we're all three hanging out. I don't know if this is something we're going to be able to pull off every month, but I'd hope going forward, maybe once a month we can get together and just sit and Cypher Divine. I enjoy it. I like hanging out with you and seeing you. And it's nice. It's a Sunday evening where the temperature is just dramatically swinging even as we speak.
Yeah, it was 60. It was in the 60s earlier. Now it's going down into the pit.
Yeah, yeah. And it's funny. The like Ant was talking about before we push go. If you look at the weather map, all of Ohio is going to have what they describe as summer weather, with the exception of all of us here at the edge on the coast, basically of Lake Erie, and that's where we live. We live on the coast of Lake Erie, and the lake is still very cold because, of course, the lake was frozen. We've talked about that, and so it just kind of keeps the heat at bay. It's kind of nice. I think it's real nice in this part of the state.
I was just thinking, or I noticed when I was driving over here, I'm like, man. If I live like over here, I would go to the lake a lot, especially like in this weather because it was like nobody on the beach. You can walk and it seems like it'll be pretty peaceful. But that's just like me thinking in theory. I don't think I would.
I go. We go all the time to the lake. Ness will get off of work. Like, I want an ice cream cone. And I'm like, all right. So we go to Dairy Queen, get ice cream cone, and then we just ride down the way and go over to the lake. And we just sit and look at the water while she eats her ice cream cone and talk and just hang out. And it's lovely. It's we do it all the time. You are absolutely correct. Being nearer to the lake means we visit it a lot more often.
Yeah, but the last time I don't know if it was if we were still working at that time or I was just over this way. But last time I stepped out of my car, it was like 3 condoms on the ground. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Holy smokes! No, I hadn't had that issue in some time. But also, hey, if that vans are knocking.
I mean, I don't know if it was vans or knocking, but I was just like, just watch where I'm walking.
Yeah, that's logical. The city has of course taken over Edgewater, and they've done such a phenomenal job in its upkeep that the state just never ever did. And I always laugh like, Ohio, you really are on some big shit. So if you go to a state beach, even now, it's not well taken care of. But the beaches that the cities themselves are on, it's like okay, y'all on it. Like Edgewater is really super nice. They have a real big facility for doing shows and stuff there now. And so they have like these during the summertime. It's like I want to say Thursday happy hour type joints.
Yeah,
it's real nice. They have lots of stuff. You can rent equipment and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like all up and down. I mean, from here. I mean, all up the shore. They're doing different things.
Yeah, so it's like it's been smart to see these cities be like, nah, bro, I'll do it. you stay there. You chill with that shit. So Cleveland, man, I love this town, bro. It's fascinating some days, and Ohio in general pissed me off some days, but I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm hopeful that we can get right.
Yeah, it was a video going around, I think, like the last couple of days where Ari Spears is driving.
I saw that video
over there by where we used to park at.
Yeah, like they were saying, like, it was some dumbass was like, oh yeah, and that's the good part of the town. It's like, no, it's not. It's a gas station. Yeah, it's strip clubs like a street over, but
it also says what club he was at. That means he wasn't over on 4th. He was down there at what's the one down the place?
He's at a fucking is it the Funny
Laugh Factory? The
Laugh
Funny
Factory?
Bone, the Funny
Used to
Bone.
be the Improv.
Yeah,
Which is like, with all due respect, yes, it's a comedy club. It's a comedy club. But it's like, that bitch look like where RoboCop got killed. It's not like really the.
It's off like in the cut by itself next to the strip club, like by the water or something.
It's a strip club, and then like the aquarium's over there, like across the way. But it's like it's a pretty isolated place. It's not like it's like if it wasn't for bars, nobody would be down there.
What it tells me is he can't be on 4th, which means that's the level of comic he's at. And
I'm not gonna go there.
Well, I'm hating on. He was talking about my city. Fuck him.
What I mean is, I'm not gonna go there because I feel it's disrespectful to the other comics to perform at that club.
Yeah, because that's the black club.
Yeah,
Fine. Box knows better because he does go to live comedy.
I have been to that club before. I saw Eddie Griffin there.
I've been there quite a few times. Like it is like the black club, but at the same time, it technically is the worst one.
That's where Tony Baker's going to be. That I asked you guys if you wanted to go to like next month.
I would not mind seeing Tony Baker. It's the worst one, but it's like that area that is just not a well populated area.
Yeah.
Because half the time it'd be like fucking streets cut off and stuff. Why am I so echoey?
I mean, in that big old echo room, you good, you good. Like I said, it won't pick up.
Yeah,
I ain't editing it out. You'll
it's
deal
the
with
old warehouse district.
Yeah, it's the warehouse district.
And like a lot of the things over there are gone.
Yeah.
And so it's like that and some like condos now.
And okay, so one is condos, like you said, it's condos, and like if it's not, it's fucking what is it, March?
Yeah, it's cold as shit right now. It's about like the weather's changing, so it's about to rain. So it's cloudy, so it looks like dim down there.
Yeah.
And there's a shit ton of construction because that road that video was taken on is where they're putting the Cavs practice facility. That's gonna have like an indoor golf like thing and like sports sciences, all this kinds of shit. It's like they're building that area up in like 2 years. That street that he made seem like, oh, Cleveland's the worst is gonna be fucking popping.
Yeah. I mean, not only that, like it was shit. It was shot during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that area is the nighttime district.
Yeah.
He shot that shit at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There ain't gonna be nobody there. And it's the weekend. None of the businesses down there. All the workers downtown aren't parking there because it's the weekend. They're not there.
Yeah. It's trash. Don't talk shit. I hate when people talk bad about this place that I call home, that I love so very much, because it seems unnecessary.
Ari Spears, he just seems like a bitter bastard to begin with. Like his career is not where he wants it to be. So, like, who really cares?
Was he on Mad TV?
He was.
Okay.
But you said the exact right words. He was on Mad TV. Like you only watch Mad TV when like you really can't find nothing else to watch.
You are not wrong. So you are watching. Although Vanessa has such a love affair for Mad TV, Stewart, that particular character.
Oh yeah,
Stewart.
I was thinking in my head, Stewart, and that's about it. I don't really know any other.
Like Mad TV had some good shit on it. Like I'm not going to disparage Mad TV as a whole, but like when did Mad TV end?
It's still
God,
going.
I feel
Is
like,
it?
No. Mad TV ended like 20 years ago, no doubt, right?
It had to have, right?
Yeah, there's no way. We both just
I'm thinking that like it was a reboot of it like 5 years ago. There was like a new Mad TV not long ago.
You are watching Mad.
Mad ended May 16th, 2009.
Oh shit! But Artie Lang?
Shit.
Yeah, Mad TV ran from October 4th, 1995 to August 24th, 1990. Wait.
Nah, see, so IMDb says it ran from 95 to 2016.
Okay.
So at some point you are right, and there probably was a reboot. So let's see if we can find out.
Okay, yeah. On Wikipedia, there was 2 spinoffs.
Okay.
Oh shit!
So Mad TV ran from 95 to 2009. Then 2010 to 2013, there was just Mad. And then in 2016, there was Mad TV that like won the season.
Nice.
So they tried a couple times, and Mom and Dad still couldn't get together.
Right here. A 20th anniversary reunion special aired on the CW on January 12th, 2016. So it wasn't even a whole season. It was like one special thing.
And here, February 24th, 2026, Mad TV cast members reunite 17 years after the show's conclusion. Cast members Mo Collins, Alex Bornstein, Deborah Wilson, and Will Sasso could be seen in a photo posted to social media.
Yeah, and like a couple of them are doing a podcast together now. Because I saw a clip of Ari Spears on there with them, and they were all like basically telling him to get his shit together.
Phil Lamar. Phil Lamar, man, love Phil Lamar. He does so many cartoon voices that you know of.
Yeah, wasn't he like Static Shock or something?
Yeah, but he's also like Professor, not Professor Farnsworth. Is he Professor Farnsworth? He might be on. He does a bunch of voices on Futurama and shit too. So fuck with it.
Shit, he did. Yes, he's quite prolific.
Yeah, Deborah Wilson. You'll see her in tons of video games. In fact, she was in the most recent Star Wars video game. She's a Jedi. I love that. Anyway, there you go. You've been cold. You've been opened. Let's get relaxed. Let's get to it. And look, we took it back to paper for this one, y'all.
Yeah, I heard you in there printing it when we got here.
Yeah, it didn't print right, so I had to print it again, and then the printer was on some old bullshit. We'll talk about a print. Well, maybe I'll talk about printer when we get around to my time on the show. But here. We at the weed gate, waiting for Jake. We want 8 ravioli bags, 2 thirsty villains yelling bellyache, heavyweight rhyme writers, hitting the grass that's the ripest. Pull out this kite from this white bitch, talking about dear ghosts. You the only nigga I know. Like when the cops come, you never hide your toast. Guest star and mash it. CBL, ice water metallic. Past tense placed in gold caskets. Drew Hill bitches. Specialists lounging at the mall. Suede koofy rap undercover dentist. Rhyme is made of garlic. Never in the target when the knocks hit. Rumor is you might start to spit. You're nice, Lord. Sweet daddy Grace Wind lifted on the dance floor. Makeup was free, followed by gauze. Duck and Hans Monument cakes. We never half bake Alaskan. I love how weirdly impeccable Ghost's rhymes are. Sescapades push your new count days. Trauma hands is like candy canes. Lay my balls on ice. The branches in my weed be the vein. Swimsuit issue. Dawson's truly from the horse boo. I miss you. See daddy rock a wrist full. Moderner. It's modernern. It's a weird way that he spits that one. Modern. Slave god. Graveyard spells fog your goggles. Laying the needles in the hospital. 5 steps to conquer. Ass burner that baguette. Swizzle zip like the air here thistle. To all my real bitches. Take your drawers off. To my high niggas. Snatch her skirt off. Just in case you want to play. Get up in that bitch face until the ghost said, take your clothes off. Ayo, the devil planting fear inside the black babies. 50-cent sodas in the hood, they going crazy. Dead meat placed on the shelves, we eat cold cuts. Fast from the hog, y'all, and grow up. TMF in the motherfucking house. What's good, y'all? We're going to talk about Ghost here just shortly because I find something fascinating about him. I've recently learned over the last year when he was doing Supreme Clientele 2 pressers. But this is States Aren't Your Milk. It's the City of Cleveland in podcast form. And we do it when we do it. Over here, it does say every other Thursday, and that's true. We do sometimes. But this past Thursday, we canceled because we knew we was going to come together on this Sunday to do it. So we didn't do it. Didn't cancel. I didn't tell you, hey, I'm not going to be there. I don't even share that information with you. Share it with them, and they knew what was up. But we on YouTube, we on Twitch and podcast and your favorite podcast services. Assume you dig what we're putting down. Consider supporting us on Patreon, where membership gets you early access to new shows. Like We Tried. It's our podcast where we try snacks, goodies, and who knows what else. Want to contribute to the show? Jump in the chat and share your thoughts with us and other listeners. It's episode 598, and we're taking this baby from Willard to Galleon, or vice versa. I'm your host, Interstellar 713, joined by the 216s on Tatum.
Plastic surgery is still an option.
And the Right Reverend Lunchbox 2099.
598. I feel like we're approaching like Simpsons numbers.
Almost at 600. I'm kind of happy about it. I feel like should we do something for 600? It's like 2 episodes from now. We'll talk about it. So Ghostface basically said he make up a bunch of this shit. Like it ain't just like he has no like some shit. He just and like just be reading those lyrics to you right there. It's like it sounds fly as shit when you hear him doing it, but it's like this has nothing to do with anything. This is just words. You was really just rhyming, Ghost, and it's a good time to be had in some situations. But that's I find hilarious that my man Ghost just be like. Nah, man, sometimes I'll be saying shit. I'm like, respect due, Ghostface Killer. Sometimes you do just be saying shit. Oh, my gosh. I pulled one article this go-around, and I think it's pretty, I don't know what to say about it. I find it fascinating, and I kind of want to box this look at it because I think I don't know. I figure he would have more to discuss on the matter. Let me scroll to it right quick, y'all. I gotta hit the click.
It stinks.
Boop. Why are you not just opening? There, I'll go somewhere else and get the article. And I'll go to another place where I have the link stowed. Hey, yo, the devil planted fear inside the black babies. There we go. Click. Alrighty, this is from the good people over at SKiM Cleveland. Mark Opera on the byline. Rich Paul's Klutch Sports files trademark lawsuit against Klutch Cannabis. The sports management company says the Akron-based weed business branding was an obvious and willful effort to profit from and divert the brand equity that Klutch Sports has built in the very same marketplace. Rich Paul Sports Management Company, Klutch Sports Groups, reps over 70 athletes under $2 billion in contracts, including, of course, LeBron James. Tom dubbed KSG one of the world's most influential companies in 2021. Last year, Forbes called it the 5th most valuable sports agency, which is probably why Paul was confused when last August he visited a downtown Cleveland marijuana dispensary with a similar name and profile design as the sports company he'd been running for the past 14 years. One also called Klutch. And it caused confusion in the marketplace. While Klutch, the weed business, has attempted to leverage the reputation of Klutch, the sports biz, according to a trademark lawsuit filed in federal court this week. Klutch Cannabis has in bad faith adopted, used, and built a business around the Klutch name. The filing from KSG lawyers reads, so that it could confuse customers into believing that Klutch Sports is somehow affiliated with the brand. Truly, I'm not going to lie to you, thought they were the same company. Klutch uses the use of black and gold, its crown logo, and sans serif font are an obvious and willful effort to profit from and divert the brand equity that Klutch Sports has built in the very same marketplace. Trademark suits.
Wait. Very same marketplace. By that means like Rich Paul's from Cleveland and is in the Cleveland area.
I cannot speak to this writing box. Sure.
Well, because I mean, how else would it be? Like Klutch, their like area is sports representation,
okay,
not weed representation. So they have to be like, I have to take that as they mean I'm from Cleveland. They're using my company's name that I built in the area of Cleveland to profit off of the back of my name. I assume that's what his argument is.
Fair enough. Trademark suits involving dispute over intellectual property typically revolve around two facts. When a brand first surfaced and the motivation its imitator had behind copying it. Those kind of lawsuits are increasing in recent years when it comes to the cannabis industry, which has gained a reputation for products playing off notable brands, like Nerds, for example. Wrigley, Tapatio, and Haribo have brought trademark suits in the past few years against cannabis companies under the complaint of brand confusion, just as Paul's lawyers have alleged with Klutch Cannabis. A representative of Klutch Cannabis declined to comment for the article. An email to KSG was unreturned as of Tuesday afternoon. But the cultural overlap, intellectual property experts say, is why Klutch's suit stands out. Both companies were formed in Northeast Ohio. Both use similar colors. Both spell Klutch with a K. Both peddle bold-styled merch. The difference is Paul's agency did it first. About 4 years earlier, according to a federal trademark filings, records kept by the Ohio Secretary of State. You look at the font similarity, the coloring, you really do wonder why they chose that. Josh Gerben, a trademark attorney with Gerben IP, a firm based in Washington, D.C., told SKiM, brands that associate themselves with youth and sports don't typically want to associate with marijuana, he added. Court documents claim that KSG sent multiple cease and desist letters to Klutch Cannabis after Paul visited the downtown Cleveland store himself last August. It's unclear whether or not Klutch responded. On August 1st, Klutch opened its 6th location downtown on 300 Prospect in the old Record Rendezvous building, which was welcome as a revitalization of a Cleveland landmark that had sat dilapidated for decades. Klutch's storefront, with its gold neon block letters and window side turntables.
Is that the spot by the casino?
300 Prospect would be 3rd Street. So
there, that yellow storefront that used to be a department store.
Used to be
Goldfish?
Yeah, it used to be Goldfish.
Yeah. Oh shit, man! I worked downtown with you guys for like damn near 10 years, and that thing never had anything in it the whole time I was there.
Yeah, they closed. They closed. It was supposed to be taken over by the casino, and they never did. I thought.
Yeah. Let's go to turntable. Designed as a testament to store owner Leo Mintz's rock and roll shop as it looked in the 50s and 60s. A large percentage of high-profile trademark suits don't make it to trial, Gerben said, mainly due to high cost of lawyer fees and the possibility of damages if a defendant were to lose in court. Meaning, it might be more worthwhile if Klutch were to start thinking of a major rebrand. I think the practicalities that's going to be a large portion of their profits for a year, Gerben said. That's when you start to say, how important is this name really? Yeah, I truly believe. I thought Klutch owned Klutch. I thought I was like, oh, cool. He got in the Wii game too. I'm saying, always proud of people from Cleveland doing well, and Rich Paul in particular has done really well for himself. And I just thought, oh yeah, Klutch Sports and Klutch Entertainment and Klutch Cannabis. Why would these not be? And it really do look a lot like the logo swag style and stuff. So I'm like, huh, who knew? And apparently Rich Paul knew. And that's crazy. Could you imagine Rich Paul walking your store and like you done this place, motherfuckers? Rick James. But I as I was saying about it, I thought I'd want your insights into matters like such as this, because I don't know, I just feel like you would have thoughts.
So I could say when you first started reading the article, I was just like, nah, this is crazy. Like, and then as you went on and on down the article, I don't mean to make that sound like I was bored.
You're okay.
but as you went through like the material of it, and I heard like the arguments and the evidence and whatnot, I went, okay, to me this actually does make sense. Because if it was like just the word, I'd been like, you can't, you don't own the word Klutch. Like, Klutch was around before you.
Facts.
But the spelling, the logo, the colors, like, yeah, they stole his whole flow bar for bar.
Yeah, straight up.
And, if they were there first, then I think they have, plenty of ground to stand on in their argument here. So,
yeah. It's an organization that uses K in our wording, in our branding. Twice now we've managed to make that work for this org. I hear you. And see you, Rich Paul, and yeah,
this would be like if I like started my own burger chain and I put like a redheaded Viking woman on the sign, and my burgers were rectangle and it was Wendell's.
Wendell's. I was going to go with Cindy's, but I hear you. Yeah, Wendy's, but spelled like Wendy.
Okay, so it'd have to be like a gingered man, like the Mad TV logo. And it'd be Wendell's, and then like our burgers would be square; they'd be rectangles.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how we dip right. You see these? What you see our buns? No seeds.
Did you know that Wendy's stole the square hamburgers from QP's? It's like it's another restaurant.
Isn't that like a Michigan chain or something?
It might be Michigan, but I thought it was Ohio too.
Yeah, 'cause Dave was from around these streets, so damn, that's crazy work, man. Sorry, Dave. I'm not. Well, you know what, man? I mean, you know what? It's patties, bro. It's just meat. I ain't tripping. But they did for a while. That was their whole thing. Square patties. You know what I'm saying? What was the commercial? Square burger, please. Remember that? Yeah. So
that was really brave, because wasn't that at a time when it was bad to be square?
It's hip to be
no, it's hip to be square at that point.
Oh, it was hip to be square.
Yeah. Thanks to Huey Lewis and the news.
Yes.
But I thought it was L7 weenie. Is that not right?
Yeah, like the 50s, sure. But when you got to the 80s,
they took it back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Huey Lewis made a point to it's hip to be hip.
You knew where I was going with that. Bringing it back.
Oh my God. Word to
Randall.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
With that being said, do you remember, like, in the last couple of years, where you guys educated me about the front yard lawn jockey thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that I know Wade was part of that too. Like, when his people's people had some shit in there.
His mother-in-law had one, and he knew it was fucked up after we had a touch with him about it, and so he made a point to be like, "Hey yo, put that shit away. My man's coming through." But she put it in the exact room we was having the birthday in. Whoa. So I'm just sitting there looking at this motherfucking lawn jockey like, So it's okay. What I do, what that makes me know is immediately I'm just like, oh, okay. So my man's mother-in-law's racist, and we don't fuck with her. He don't really fuck with her. So.
Well, I brought it up because I was at a birthday party last night.
Yeah.
And one of my friends was telling a story from when he was younger and his family lived in Old Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And how the first time he heard gunshots was because there was like a neighbor that had one of those in their yard.
Yeah.
And a black dude came into the yard and just took multiple shots at the long jockey.
Oh, wow.
But the whole thing was like, it was, I guess, like their kid's room was like in the part of the house that was near the lawn jockey.
Yeah.
And the bullets went through the lawn jockey into the room where the kids were at.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So he was telling us this story, like me and my other buddy. And my other buddy didn't know the significance behind the lawn jockey thing. And I told him that up until the last couple of years, I had never heard of that either. Okay, and our buddy who was telling the story was just like, kind of being like, how do you not know that? And I'm like, well, like, if you don't grow up around people that are racist that do that shit,
How would you know?
yeah, like, we don't know that exists. It's not like they give us a handbook on like what you need to do to be racist.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you can't expect us to know everything. It's like I'm 40 now. Like I didn't know that shit until I was like 37.
Yeah.
37?
I mean, whenever we talked about it, before you guys told me that story, I had never heard of that before.
Oh, I thought we were just doing 37 dick jokes. I thought we were back around the clerks.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I was 37 from
I dropped the ball there.
Clerks.
But yeah, like he's like, I've never heard of this before, and he's just like, kind of like how he's like, I guess, but because the two of them had gotten into an argument recently about like somebody calling someone else boy.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like, I don't understand why that's an issue. And like he had to try to explain it, and he's still kind of just like, I don't get it, but whatever. And so he's like, is this another boy situation? And I'm just like, no, this is an actual thing. Like I've heard about it from black people.
Man. I don't think I'd shoot at anybody's lawn jockey. I guess I'd jump. I guess
it really depends on how angry you are, how that shit affect, how much it affects you throughout life. But I still wouldn't shoot at it.
Yeah, I would probably just smash that bitch. Go snatch that bitch up and just break it on the sidewalk.
I mean, maybe you just didn't have a hammer.
I have to imagine that there was probably like something deeper between those people, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't think it would just be this lawn jockey gonna get it.
Yeah, it was this house, like not far from mine, where he used to have like a bunch of shit in his yard and like racist signs. But then that old dude died. So
Fair enough. A friend of so let's add some layers here. Vanessa's sister's best friend. There we go. That's not too many layers. Has these Sambo looking salt and pepper shakers.
Oh.
Still right now at their crib.
But see, that's the thing though. Like, okay, how old is this person that has these?
Like probably the same age as same box, like in 30s, 40s.
Yeah, that ain't no excuse for that.
Yeah. Yeah, and so she, of course, is like, I got them from my mother, so they're important to me, blah, blah, I expect them. I'm like, but they racist, right?
It's like when I go to the antique mall and I see like the Nazi stuff in the cases, and I'm just like, why is this here?
Yeah.
Like I know it exists, but like, why is it sitting here in this glass case for sale?
Yeah, that'd be crazy, because like I remember when we went, it was a whole table of that shit. And I was like, well, bro, where'd you get this shit from? I mean, I don't know. I guess it is kind of not. I guess that's not really the same. I was about to say it's kind of like where you got a whole bunch of vintage Playboys. I'm like, why you still got these, bro?
Nah, yeah, that's not the same.
Yeah, that's why I stopped myself.
There's a little bit of that in there too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, just like I know we talked about these years and years ago, but like, were we just more freaked out back then?
Explain.
Like, naked coins and light switches with dicks.
Dude,
it's just like
me and my bowling team literally bought a new deck of nudie cards. They just arrived at my house 2 days ago.
Who owned them though? Like who's on like?
Oh, so all right, we've been playing with cards from like the late 80s, early 90s. So I've been looking at like grandmas and like deceased women for this whole season. Yeah. And our new deck is like 2000s porn stars.
Like 2000, so still 20
Yeah, so like
years old?
April O'Neil's in the deck.
Oh, so like 2020, like 2010,
like this century is
Okay,
what I mean.
Okay. Yeah, but still,
Like Tara Patrick's on the cover of the box.
Tara Patrick, that's like...
Yeah, she been out the game for like about 20 years, right? 15,
Yeah,
20, yeah.
But it's famous porn stars. It's not like famous porn stars in the last 5 years. I haven't even gone through the whole deck yet. I haven't even taken it out of the box.
It's so many just like random people who do porn now. Who are porn stars though now?
Good question. But then like you see that one dude every now and again the videos will pop up. That dude who's like basically breaking down the people in the game.
Dante Yaps.
And I'm like, it is rare. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know who he's talking about. I mean, rare, exceedingly rare at this point.
When he talks about like, I guess hardwood classic types, like how
I find
hardwood classic.
I find the way that he frames the information to be entertaining.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, I am not familiar with the players.
Yeah.
But I respect the way the game is presented.
Yeah, I totally follow him because of the way he talks, not necessarily because I know who he's talking about.
Exactly, same.
It's just like if you didn't know, it's very, very tongue in cheek.
Yeah. I was talking about him with my buddy at bowling a couple weeks ago when we were talking about me purchasing the cards for the team, and I was like, "Oh, there's this guy on Instagram that talks about the porn industry like it's like ESPN."
Yeah.
And I gave him the name. He pulled him up and he followed him. Just because it's like it's an entertaining way to present the information, and he presents the argument in a way that's respectful.
Yeah,
respectfully.
Yeah, like, but I still feel like the generation before us is more freaked out in a way.
Yeah.
Because like, having aprons with dicks that roll out and like the booby t-shirts with the thong back. Like I said, nudie coins.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't see myself like, cause I
You never wanted a remote control with the little
with
thing,
the boobies that you flip up. No. Like I remember,
or the mug where you drank the beer, and as further you got down, the more naked
like
they got.
yeah, more naked. No, I don't. Like we have a mug at home.
Man, you're not getting into no man with this attitude.
I got a mug at home that looks like a frosty mug of beer, and the boys love like drinking hot cocoa out of it. Like that's like as freaked. I mean, like adult eccentric as we get.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like I think there is at least one mag in this house, but I think I bought it like well before I had children. But it's just like I said, but it's still here somewhere in this house. But it's like this is not a house of porno mags and porno DVDs and so forth and so on. So it's like my children grew up in a whole different time. You know what I'm saying? I remember my man Billy Eskews pop just tons of Playboys and Penthouse Forum and Penthouse in general around, and of course they had a satellite dish, so of course they had all the greatest pornography of the day, and so it's like I don't know of any. I don't know any porn. I know. What's that? Adam 22's wife, Lena. Mm-hmm. I don't know Lena, but she's not like.
You know who Adam 22 is?
I know Adam 22 because motherfuckers talk a lot of shit about Adam 22, so that's how I know him. And then, but she don't do like traditional porno movies.
Like,
she just.
You never know. If we go to the grocery store, you might be in a grocery store with 5 OnlyFans stars.
Yeah, and I like that. I'm
not here nor there about it. Like,
so here's the deal. I am of
because I'd be mad if I can't find you on Reddit. So
I don't of. I as we've talked about this on the show many times before. I'm not really I'm not watching porno movies like that. Like so like let's get into the story right quick. You know what I'm saying?
I mean
I don't know.
Some people do.
Yeah, I haven't watched like a porn video in years.
Yeah, we've gotten used to the amateur output.
Yeah.
And so,
although I wouldn't say OnlyFans is fully amateur anymore, but
no, because it's all
agency ran
and shit and so forth and so on. So it's not really. But some people out there are probably still out there.
Oh, there are for sure.
Running their own
like
operation.
what I mean is I haven't like. There's no who, what, when, where, and how in my porn anymore.
Yeah. But every now and again you'll come across
a lady you've seen twice before.
Not just that, or a parody.
A parody.
And so you'd be like,
a parody in a long time. The last parody I really remember is like This ain't barbershop.
Nice. I saw recently a Scooby Doo parody. I was pretty happy with. So,
I'm tired of all the Thelmas out there. You all can't be Thelma.
but I love Velma. I love Velma as I like women dressed as Velma and women dressed as Chun-Li.
Did you see the one like it's these like series of videos like I ordered Elton John impersonator?
Yeah. I saw the Thelma one. I think we saw that was in our group chat.
Yeah.
What did they get?
No, it was just like I ordered a Velma for my party and nobody else showed up. So it's just him and Velma.
But they was like
he keep on telling her to take off.
the Kanye one was so bad.
But yeah, that was the first one I ever seen. So it was only good because that was the first one I ever seen of that series. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like
I wonder who was the first one, because I'm getting tired of like people just blatant. Like I understand that it becomes trends and everyone does the trend, but there's certain pages now that I've noticed just blatantly steal from other pages that like posted it the day before.
Yeah.
Like I'm about to like say an account on here. And it is what it is. But the Nostalgic Latino, I noticed, does that shit all the time, where he just steals the exact video from somebody else. But like if they're in the video, he just does the whole video the exact same way, but then puts himself in it. Or he like reposts like the same thing from somebody, but he changed like one thing.
Yeah, it's certain people who do that, but then they tag the original person in the video. Like, because I know that one dude, Josh Peck, it's this one video where the dude's at the grocery store, and he was like, a lady walks up to him like, get the Ghirardellis, girls like that. Mm-hmm. And then, like, he wanted the Reese's. So I was like, get the Ghirardellis, the girls like that. But I was like, he wanted the Reese's. And I think his name, Josh Peck, did the same exact video, but he tagged the dude who did the original video.
I will like a lot of them have gotten better about giving credit with the tagging and everything. Yeah. But it was like I first noticed it when there was the John Hamm videos were floating around. Yeah. And someone had did like a Final Destination version where like they're in the car and then the logs coming at them and then the John Hamm thing kicks in because they're about to die or whatever. Yeah. So like I saw the video in my Instagram feed. And it said like the date it was posted like 2 days ago. I don't know who the guy was, but it like showed up because I was watching those John Hamm videos all the time. Yeah. Then I scrolled down. The next thing was like an Instagram ad that they had pushed into my feed. Mm-hmm. Then the very next video after the ad was the Nostalgic Latino who had posted his video the prior day. And it was the exact same fucking Final Destination John Hamm video that I just seen 2 posts up from a different page. Yeah. Except the Nostalgic Latino was the guy in the car rather than the fucking white guy from the day prior.
Oh, so straight up just stealing.
Yeah, that's just straight up stealing because it's like you didn't just come up with the Final Destination idea yourself. You stole that from that other fucking page.
What did I see the other day? It was, oh my gosh, it was just so obvious that it was. Oh my gosh, I wish I could remember it because it's just going to drive me insane. But I was just like, there's no way you just came up with this video because I've seen it somewhere else before. And I go and I look at on TikTok, of course, you can just hit the button. You can be like, who else has used this sound? And I'm like, I'm go back. I'm like, the furthest back I see of this motherfucker is from February. And that lady is who I gave my like to. And I try to be meticulous about that shit. I know it's weird to be so whatever about it. But I'm like, I'm making sure that people get the credit out here in these streets. And so oftentimes me and Vanessa were just talking about this. I'm a in the comments kind of motherfucker, and people be like, "You stole this from this motherfucker." And I'll jump over there and be like, "You really did." And I make sure I rescind my like and can't rescind my view. Sorry, you got that. But I make it a point to go show love to the people who actually try to do the work. I try to be real, try to be good about that particular thing.
Man, I've never gone viral per se for anything, but like so. You know the Instagram video you sent me a couple weeks back of the guy and the girl like it's the girlfriend's learning how to DJ.
Yeah.
So I followed him after that because I thought the videos were interesting. Yeah. And I saw like one that they posted like last week or something. I saw it within like a minute of it being posted. Yeah. And I made a comment on the video like after I watched it, and I am still getting likes on that comment. Every time I log into Instagram, there's more likes.
Yeah.
I'm at almost 8,000 likes on my comment on that.
Wow.
And like every time I log in, it just keeps going. And I can't, that's like one comment. I can't imagine having like a popular Instagram account.
Yeah.
Where just every time you log in, there's just like comments, notifications for so many things. And like you never get through anything.
Yeah. I have one lone viral, if you will, video on my TikTok, and it's got like 1.5 million views.
Oh shit!
Damn, I didn't realize I was sitting on this couch with a famous person.
It's whatever. It's me opening. You can kind of see that over there by the rock chair. That Scott Pilgrim over there, that box over there.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And
but I didn't know he was up to 1 million on it.
Yeah, it's stupid. And
damn, thanks for making time for us little people. Shit.
And it's like when it was hot, it was horrible. It truly was. It's like you're taking away from my fun TikTok experience. And so every now and again I'll post a TikTok video. I got some stuff filmed for opening this Virtual Boy right here, and I want to I got to put it together and post it. But my best TikToks at this point, 700 views tops, and I'm okay with that. I'm like, that's reasonable. Somebody likes it, I'll get a little like, yeah, I fuck with that. I'm like, cool. I'm glad you like what I did there, and we keep it motherfucking moving. I like you say, people who are like who that's their job per se. You know what I'm saying? Who I have to be viral all the time. What? No, thank you. But also they built for it. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do, and they probably maybe get help and stuff.
I mean, I guess a lot of times too, they're probably not even the ones on the account. Just another agency running the shit. Yeah,
they probably get help, and at some point, because at that point there's a level of fame that is like, can you take care of this for me?
Yeah, there's a reason why social media managers exist.
Yeah. So, nah, man, don't. Yeah, I'm not built for the fame, so I guess you know what I'm saying. I'd like to have our podcast do well. That's all I ever want to do. I want us to do well. I like people to be like, oh yeah, I fuck with them. Every now and again. That's all I actually ever need. Like a little bit of I fuck with them. And I'd be like, cool. I'm glad what we do spoke to you in some way, shape, or form. But that's about the level of fame I want to deal with. Or I guess if it could pay for itself. It was like if it generated enough to take care of itself, you know what I'm saying? Kind of cyclical like that. I guess that'd be nice. That is about the level of fame or whatever I think I would need. Kind of the operation just kind of runs itself without me having to whatever. But yeah, it's not what it is, people. It's a hobby. We're almost 13 years this year?
Yeah, it'd be 13.
Yeah. So I just knocked over all the papers, but I
was telling somebody last night that we were almost at 13 years of this shit.
Yeah, I chuckled at it. Like I said, we're about to hit 600. And
we've been dragging it along for a little bit now, but we're still here.
Still here, still out here, still standing. I didn't even pull down the video from the last one we did on Streamlabs. I got to pull that video down so I can start putting it together because that needs to come out this week. But the vibe, man, you know what it is. Ain't bro? Sure, man. First is always a Tatum. What you got for us?
I mean, we've been going for a while.
I know, and you don't really have to delve into whatever. But I mean, I always like to try.
One thing I did have a question about, like, I mean, I don't know if you guys talked about it on your last episode, but like the amount of freaky shit that has been either questionably happening in Ohio or actually happening.
Last time, the meteor and shit all happened after our last record. So please go on.
Like, of course, we had a meteor. Did you guys hear it or feel it?
Did not.
Nope.
So I'm sitting here. I was off that day, and one of our coworkers hit me up. Was like, "Yeah, that was crazy, right?" I'm like, "What the hell did you talk about? Do you not feel the meteor?" Like, not at all. I have no idea what you're talking about. And so then I go on the internet, and the internet is like, oh shit, it was a meteor. And then people were like, so I'm at the doctor that day. That's exactly what it was. I was off the day to go to the doctor. And I'm at the doctor and I'm talking to them like, you hear about the thing? No, man, we in this brick building. We ain't hear nothing either. And I'm like, I found a video because you sent the video. And I was like, my man just sent me this video of it. And I showed him the video. And then they go showing each other the video out in the lobby area to the other medical professionals. And I'm like, that's hilarious. None of us heard or felt that bitch.
Yeah, like I work in the basement in my house, and like I didn't hear shit. Yeah. And like my dad's texting me. He's like, "Oh man, the house was shaking. Did you feel that? Did it shake by you?" I'm like, "No." And then like my friends in the Discord were like, "Oh my god, my house!" And they're all over the place. Like one lives in Brunswick, you know, like one's all over the place. And like each one of them's like, "Yeah, my house was shaking." And then I go on Twitter and like the Cleveland Scanners, like, "Oh, there was an explosion in Maple Heights and shit." And I'm just like, "Oh man, was there like a bomb?" And then, you know, my manager was off last week. And so like my manager's manager, like our department head, she was kind of like watching over us at times. And like the extent of her watching over us was just like every morning, like going into like a group chat that she created and going, "Are you all here?" Basically just wanting a virtual check-in to make sure that we were there. And I didn't see her message like immediately because I was like texting my dad back and like looking into this, like, why was there suddenly an explosion in our area? Like, are we under attack? Because let's be honest, our country started a fucking war like the week prior. Yeah. And so I'm just like, all right, well, you know, Cleveland steel mills back in the day, we were a prime target for war. You know, like maybe that hasn't changed. And because I didn't know it was a meteor at first.
I mean,
and so she like, everyone else replied and I didn't reply. So then like 7 minutes had gone by since she asked and I hadn't replied, and then she tagged me. And then I replied with, "Yes, I'm here." And she also asked, like, were we all going to be there the rest of the week? And I replied with, assuming that big explosion that we just had in Cleveland wasn't something. So, yeah, I said this, right? Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know the lady who's on my team or whatever, but, like, I don't know her. And she, like, messages me, and she's like, "Oh, man, I hope everything's okay," you know. And then she hit me with the ... And I'm like, "I know what you're saying." And so then, like, I started digging into it, and that's when I found the stuff about the reports about the meteorite. Mm-hmm. So it's like I tell her that, like, "Oh, they're saying it was a meteor, probably." And so I go back to that group chat, and I go, "Oh, the news is now saying that it was a meteor." Like 45 fucking minutes goes by, and then that lady finally replies. She's like, "Oh, I think you'll be okay. They're saying it was a meteor." Like, no shit.
That was me.
I said it was a meteor 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's crazy because, like, first, it's not like, you know, they haven't tested bombs on this soil before. And then, like, what was it? Was it day before yesterday? Texas had one too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then so this is where I get worried. We're supposed to be able to, with a decent amount of actually, track things like this.
Yeah.
But now, twice in a week, within the same week, so not, you know what I'm saying, we have not passed out of that shit. We've gotten struck by two pretty substantially sized objects.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is we floating through in space right now? And why are we not picking up on this? Like, with the equipment we have in place to look for things like this. And it means we're probably looking in the wrong place. It means it's coming from, like, space is massive and it's just dark, and so it's not like it could just be like right there. It's just a sweet spot where you are not looking there, and it just hits, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Or with the current regime, they're not looking out for their infrastructure.
Facts. It's as easy as like they're not paying the people who do that shit no more.
Doge.
I mean, then they were saying I know this is probably a little bit more made up, but like. We keep on having Bigfoot sightings here.
That remind me of when we was having clown sightings. You feel me? Like,
no, I got a picture right here. Bigfoot was at Donut Land the other night.
Like, I don't really.
Right here, I got a picture of it. He's walking right in.
Wonder if he got one of those long johns. Or was he like more of a Dubai chocolate kind of guy?
See, this is how I know this shit was like AI generated though. Yeah. Because that place only has like the one door. Like he be walking into the register. This door doesn't exist. Cool.
Yeah, I don't. All I remember is that day my girl called me like, "Hey, what was that sound?" I'm like, "I'm not home. I don't know." And I was like, "Because what was that? It was Wednesday or Tuesday?"
think it was like Tuesday.
It was Tuesday because I was off. It was Patty's Day. It was Patty's Day.
So I'm like, it do seem like there's a bunch of trucks going up and down our street for no reason. Maybe that was it. And then like, you know, we seen the video and the pictures and everything started coming in. I'm like, yeah, usually like T said, usually they know when things are about to hit the earth. That shit don't sound right.
Yeah. But then it's like, okay, so I know you're saying, well, you know, that's us on us that we ain't picking up on, we ain't doing our part. But it's like other countries in the world who's supposed to be on the damn watch.
They don't give a shit about us right now.
That's true. They like if it's hitting them while we care.
Yeah.
You're absolutely 1,000% accurate. I'm sorry, I didn't think of that. Fucking hell.
Yeah, like, and then my girl was like, man, you said Ohio's safe. What did you... I'm like, I mean, we relatively safe, but at the same time, like, Ohio, especially like Northeastern Ohio, is like, you can get here. We have multiple private airports, like multiple ones, like 3 or 4 of them. We have, you can get here by train, you can get here by boat, you can get here, like, it's just too many ways to get to our area without, you know, without having to be a regular airport. So, who knows exactly what's going on here? I don't doubt anything.
Yeah. I can't go through life this worried though, man. I gotta just kind of be like, I know it is. We're parents and, or, you know what I'm saying, we folk and we just worry about our people and so forth and so on. But I kind of just gotta be like, if it's my time, it's my time, and what can I do?
Yeah, one of our old coworkers sent me this video of the moon like coming real close to the earth. She's like, what would you do? I was like, I just hug my family. What could you do?
I know, it's like when my dad gets all irritated about like the state of the world and all the events are happening and everything, and he just like sit on his couch and I come over there and he's just ranting and raving, and I'm just like, what do you want people to do, man? You won't be happy until everyone else is sitting around angry all the time. Yeah. Like, we understand this shit's fucked up, but like, I have no power over, like, I'm one little insignificant dude. I can only do what I do. I understand the situations are all fucked up and, you know, bad things are happening. I'm like, but like, sitting here angry and screaming at my loved ones isn't going to change anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I try to keep my my angst to a minimum. Like, it's funny, like, these last, like, maybe, like, month and a half, it's just been, like, my middle son had this project in school, which is, to me, I thought was fucking stupid, but what can you do? So, the point of it was market day. So you had to make 15 products to sell to second grader because he's in third grade. You got to have either a video pitch or like a paper pitch. You had to come up with, of course, a spec of the product. Then you had to have, like I said, 15
specs?
Like one spec, like one mock-up. But then you had to have 15 real ones to sell. Then like
so you had to make a product and then create 15. Okay, I'm following you now.
So then, like you either had to make a commercial, or you had to make a billboard, and then you had to make like a poster board. I mean,
the fuck are these kids are Tim Misney?
I mean, not only I was like, so you selling this real shit in school to get fake money that I had to pay real money to make. So he did. At first, he was gonna do a photo booth, but then I was like, I wasn't gonna buy like a Polaroid because Polaroid is like the camera is, you know, not really expensive, but sort of expensive. Mm-hmm. And then you got to buy film, and the film is expensive. No matter like what, no matter what I bought, then I'm not gonna like, hey man, you can borrow my cell phone to take to school to take pictures of kids, and then like, because we have like one of those little printers where you can take pictures and then print them off, from your phone. I'm not gonna give my 9-year-old, or he's 8-year-old my phone, and then he in school taking pictures of kids and then printing them off. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So I bought him this little printer. Like within maybe 20 minutes of me buying the printer, that bitch was broke. I mean, it was broke. I still took it out to Amazon, but so what we decided to do instead was, I made an executive decision. Instead of doing pictures, we're just gonna do just the frames. Well, it was gonna be picture frames and the pictures, and we had like pretty much stuff around the house to make like we took like felt paper and construction paper and popsicle sticks. And,
Oh, you took it old school.
yeah, and like
Do you use macaroni art?
almost everything except macaroni. And then we took like clotheslines where you could like clip the pictures in. And like we had, well, not we. I made like 10 of them bitches, and then my girl made she made some, and then my middle son he made his, and then we took him to school, and we just kept on like, hey, what did your teacher say, and how did you do, and like he did get an A, but like he got an A, not only off our sweat, but like off our money.
I feel like that's the kind of project that, like, as long as you do it and you like follow the instructions,
Yeah.
they'll give you an A no matter what.
No, his teacher, like I swear, she is terrible. Like the other day, she was in the office. Like he had forgot his lunch, so I brought it to him. I brought it to the office, and it's like I see this lady in there laughing her ass off. I'm like, this bitch looked like 15 years younger, laughing and smiling in the office. And then as soon as she seen me, she stopped smiling like, oh yeah, you're his dad. And then I was like, oh yeah, Emery forgot his lunch. She's like, I'll take it to him. Like, looked totally different. It was just like night and day, like her whole body demeanor and expression. She's like, yeah, yes it did. She seen me, it was just like, oh yeah, you're that kid's dad. So yeah, I doubt that she like if we didn't do half of, well, I don't know, but so that like, and not only like that, we had different goals to make. So it was just like every weekend it was like, oh, we gotta buckle down, we gotta make sure this gets done. So
I hated multi-week projects.
Yeah, it sucked.
Fuck that.
So my oldest son, he got nominated to be in this program called the Reach program. So with this, he had to write an essay. He had to write a short story.
Is REACH an acronym for anything, or is it just REACH?
I think it's just Reach.
So it's like the clutch of programs. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah. So, but the thing is, so over the next, if he gets in, and we were supposed to find out Friday, we still didn't even find out yet if he got into the program. So it's for black males only, from the for starting in the like it'll be for the is it gonna be the 6th, 7th, and 8th? But yeah, it'll be 6th, 7th, and 8th right before he get into high school. And so he had an interview last Saturday where he had to do an interview and do another essay while he was there. So we had to go to this place. It's called a university school. University school. Have you heard of it?
No, I was just laughing because hearing the word essay makes me think essay.
So this place is
You had to do another essay.
You got to do another one essay. So this place is exactly 15 minutes from my house, and I was like, I've never seen this place before. Like from the driveway to the school is like 5 minutes, and it was just like. It really makes you feel like you're not doing enough as a fucking parent going to this place.
Oh, dude, I saw a Catholic high school down in Akron the other day, and it looked like a fucking mansion.
Yeah, like this place, it had its own pond. Like the cafeteria is one of those cafeterias you see on at school where they had massive food fights, where they had like, here's 1,000 puddings, and then here's 1,000 things of French fries, and then everybody gets a pizza and cookies, and and I don't even want this today. But it was that kind of cafeteria. Like they had like this big sunken in lounge area. That shit looked like Cuyahoga Community College on steroids. And it was just like, they took us on a tour, and
oh man, the sunken thing. That was like how our library setup was when I was in elementary school. Like they had like the principal's office and like in the hallway.
Yeah.
And if the doors that opened up behind the principal's office went out into like the hallway, and in the hallway they had built in one of those like sunken circular areas where like they like carpeted the seats and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like benches and shit. And then around the sunken area where they had like the pillars that held up the second floor's walkways.
Yeah.
They had like, there was no classrooms underneath like certain spots, and that was where they put the shelving for the books.
That was the library?
Yeah, that was what they considered the library. So it was literally just the hallway.
Yeah. We had a lot, but I think that was at Claire Westrop I went to, and like they had a library like that where it was. They must have just made a bunch of like these in the 70s. It was like pushed up to the side. It was all glass, and then it was like round. Then had the sunken thing, and then you had it was a spiral staircase to get to the top. And it was like bookshelves up there, and then of course like off to the side. But they had that sunken in where everybody could sit around it like a big powwow.
Yeah, I think they were trying to make it like look cool with minimal effort, but like functional.
Yeah, where everybody could sit down in peace and talk.
It's just like the fountain areas at like a mall.
Like that random. Yeah, it was like I said, it was just it was an experience to go there, and like so we're getting the tour, and the guy was like, yeah, it goes up every year, but it's like $42,000 a year to go here.
God damn.
And it was just like, so they got like in the ceiling they have like all these different people who went to this fucking school that's 15 minutes away. They're like, I'm like, oh my God, I know who that is. I know who that is. I know who that is. And they went to this school. Like, it was like a bunch of like, shit. It was a bunch of like, I forgot. I wish I would have wrote this fucking down.
It sounds like you took your kid to fucking Hogwarts.
It was his Under the Stairs tour. But it's like a bunch of people like, you know, who like are in the Senate now and stuff. And they all went to the school in Northeastern Ohio.
Yeah, it's where like rich families go to get ahead.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is like I know him, I heard of him, I know him, I heard of him. And it's like, and then like by the gym, all the sports stars who went to this fucking school, or like it was a bunch of people who coached for the like, oh, this person is a Guardians coach now. He went here, alumni in 2002. I'm like, wow, okay. It was just interesting to see. It's like that I have. Like a week before that, I didn't even hear of the school before, and it's like literally, you know, shit, a bus really gonna go out there, but like it's skips away. So hopefully, he gets in, and he, I don't think I can afford him going to a $42,000 a year high school, but if he gets to go there off a scholarship or a discount, that would be amazing. Because they were saying like a large percentage of the kids who get into the program actually get the like a percentage of them get to go to the high school. So that would be nice. But we'll see. It was like interesting to. It was great that he got picked to go because they were like you know, like at the actual school my boys go to. They're both in the same gifted program. I think if I'm not mistaken, Emory's IQ is higher than Anthony's. Emory is like tested gifted a bunch of times, and I think his IQ is noted at 132. So like he'll probably definitely get to get volunteered for that program too, because I got to go to his school. We're not even supposed to do this ever, but I did it anyway. I used my volunteer hours to chaperone my boys' school dance, and it was a fun experience because a couple of the kids came like, "Hey, your name, you Anthony Dad?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Anthony's dad." And it's like, and then when I actually got to chaperone Emory's class. And, you know, Emory came up getting blessed, like, "You're his dad?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm his dad." And I was giving him more candy off the table than the other kids. And I gave him extra juice off the table. And it was a pretty fun experience. I don't think, I don't know. Being around a bunch of kids at one time it could be fun. But it's this one kid, man. Just met this kid the first time in my life. He kept on was like, "You know what? I don't like sour candy." I'm like, "Okay, we'll pick this." And I was like trying to tell him what candy he should get out the distance. He don't like sour candy. That was a mistake. This kid like stood by me his whole time at the dance talking to me. He was like, "Hey, can I have another drink and some more juice?" I'm like, I mean, I didn't buy these particular juices. I bought juice, but you can have as many as you want. And like he was just like talking to me. And he was like he kept on coming back. like I definitely made a fast friend of this kid, and then like I had to go.
I feel bad like when I do shit like that. When I'm like, I'm just being nice to someone to be nice.
Yeah.
But then they like cling, and,
Yeah.
and then it's just like,
Yeah, it's got.
I'm like, I get it. You're reaching out here for companionship or friendship or just the connection.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really looking for that.
This isn't an '80s movie. We're not allowed to be adult friend and kid friend. But yeah, that was interesting. Like seeing how kids like they play They Not Like Us during the dance. And I was like, man, I didn't know that. Well, he turned it off before it got.
Was it the
good.
Kids Bop version?
No, it was just a regular version, like with a bunch of sword slashes in it, and then as soon as he got to that, what, he had turned it off. I'm like, man, you suck, DJ.
Die, fuck them up. Just can't really have that part playing for the little ones.
It's like going to a Cavs game and they cut on every like cuss word or whatever.
Yeah, that was pretty much how it was.
It's like we all know what the fucking song is. Just play it.
Yeah, for the most part. I remember granted, I was in 7th grade or 8th grade, not 3rd and 2nd. But I remember them like the big album that year was Doggy Style, and them playing Gin and Juice in the gym. But that was 26 years ago now.
Jeez.
Well, 24 years ago. 24.
Rolling. Yeah. Smoking. God, I hated that.
Wouldn't it be 34 years now?
Huh?
Wouldn't it be?
It's 30. Yeah, it's like
30 something?
Yeah, you're right. Because
24 will put you at 2002.
Yeah. No,
Oh shit!
it's 93. It's 30. It's
34. God damn.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
33, right?
No, 1992.
No, 93. That's 93. That's
So
what
it'd be
Snoop's out.
34 years
okay.
ago.
34 years.
Yeah.
Well, 30. Yeah, like T said.
33. Yeah. 33 come November of this year. Because that album came out in November of 93.
Okay.
Don't ask. You know hip hop. Well, Ant, thank you for sharing your tales of the day. I'm glad to have you to do as much. Box, I hand the reins of the program over to you, man. Some story time on Lunchbox. What's been going on in your world?
Box, it's like the wonder years where like you got me like playing in the front yard by a white picket fence, and then like me looking lovingly into like my crush's eyes as I kiss for the first time, and then all of a sudden I'm getting on a boat to war. And then,
I thought it would involve books in some way, story time, but damn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess reading Rainbow works too. So I feel like I was kind of an asshole last night to somebody.
Oh no!
Necessarily?
I feel like it's one of those things
Should we say this for him an asshole?
So I mean, it technically could be, but so I went to my friend's birthday party. It was his 40th birthday party.
Facts.
And they rented it's a pinball hall.
Word up. Happy birthday case.
And so I parked in the parking lot, and I hadn't gotten out of my car yet. Like, I was looking at my phone, and a car pulled in next to me, and they were getting out of their car before I got out of mine. And one of my friends was in the back seat, and he saw me, and so he came over to my car and everything, and he's like tried to tap on the window for me to like roll down the window, but I'm like, I already turned the car off, and I was like reaching for the handle, so I'm like, come out of the car, and he's like saying hi, and he's like, I haven't seen you in a while, and just that and the other, and so like I'm talking to him, and the other two people that were with him was his sister and his sister's wife, and so, like, we're all kind of walking towards the building, and she's like, oh, hi, I'm Michelle. I'm Will's sister. And I'm like, I know, we've met like 12 times.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, and this, that, and that. And I'm like, and then I said something like, I guess I'm just that forgettable. And then after that, I just cold shouldered her, and I walked into the party, and I said hi to everybody. I didn't talk to them didn't talk to her and all after that. But I was just like, goddamn lady, like we've met each other plenty of times that like you don't remember my name, like you don't remember my like what I look like. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and because you're not getting video this week, and maybe you don't know this, Box is not. He looks like every white guy. He does. He has a very distinct look to him and so forth and so on. So you know Box when you see Box, and it's strange to me that somebody would be like, especially like you said, at least a dozen meetings. And that's on the minimum, right? Just the bare minimum.
Like I've been at like their family Christmas parties. Yeah, like I've been at like Super Bowl parties. I was at a party with them like during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like I remember it was like August of the pandemic. Yeah. I went to a fucking cookout at my buddy's house. She was there.
Yeah.
Like she was with one of her nursing friends who was pretty cute.
Respect.
But I explicitly remember being at multiple places with this person. And he's like, oh, hi, I'm Michelle. Like, bitch, I know. We've met many times. So I was just kind of irritated off that. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, make no effort to remember who I am whatsoever. We don't need to talk. Like, I'm done with this conversation.
Yeah, for sure. Like, we ain't chopping it up no more, and I'm not even trying to holler at you. Get the fuck out of here. Respect it. So I know you're not the asshole. Let's go ahead and tick that off the list in case it was a concern of yours.
Yeah, like if we'd only met like one time, you know, whatever. Yeah. But like I've been around you a lot. Your dad tried to hook me up with you when you were like out of the country. Because he knew that you were a wreck.
Yeah.
He was trying to pawn you off on anybody that would take you.
Like, please, somebody, get this girl. So yeah, nah, man.
But yeah, I guess it was just one of those things where like I was like irritated, and I'm like, I don't know if like it's good. Like I'm like I don't want like I want to say allowed. Like I don't know if I'm allowed to be irritated at the situation, but I was.
Yeah,
because I was. It's
who was disallowing you from being. I know it.
It's one of those things where like I don't know. If, like I was angry about it, but I don't know if I should have been.
No, I think you're okay to be a little grumpy about that, and especially when like I said, you recognize it for what it is. It's disrespectful as fuck, and you ain't taking that shit. Let's be grown. I'm saying, and we grown. So no disrespect allowed on that tip. Man, I'm saying when I catch somebody when you catch somebody slipping like that, nah, you ain't never wrong. Y'all remember a story when Vanessa's dad got married on a boat, and her sister's boyfriend at the time tells me, it says out loud, he's not really talking to me. You know, it looks like it's about to get dark around here because all these because the boat is pulling in and it's about to become a party, a night party. It's all these black folk dressed
in white,
getting on the boat, and I'm like, oh motherfucker, and I just said, oh, I know what you meant. Because he said, if you know what I mean, because as if it was just such a whatever.
Yeah, the black guy won't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the code I'm speaking in. And so I was like, oh, I know what you mean. And I stomped away from him. And then like that same girl who I told you about had racist salt and pepper shakers. Her husband was there with it was us three. He said, I don't think he really meant it that way. And I'm like, yes, he did. Don't try to play me like that. I know what the fucking deal is, and I'm allowed to be mad about that shit. And I'm saying it's not that it's similar, but it's similar enough that I can say to you, you know what it is. It's not unreasonable. It's not illogical. It's hoe shit, and hoe shit is not allowed at this point. We ain't allowed for hoe shit no more. And that's some hoe shit, and you are good to be like, no, bitch, get the fuck, not bitch, because I don't know this woman like that. I don't need to be calling her names.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's not like her and I are like close friends or anything, but like I've been around enough over the years to like know who you are. At least like I know your name.
Yeah.
Like just because you like get drunk at every fucking function and you were like a mess, you know.
Maybe that's why she don't remember.
Probably, if I'm being honest, because she was a fucking disaster for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I know I'm speaking, you know, tongue in cheek right now and getting kind of like uppity about it all, but like, you know, I just maybe because it comes easier to me to remember people.
Yeah.
And I have to imagine after our interaction last night, she won't forget me again because now when she sees me, she's gonna remember that time. That's gonna be her qualifier. Oh. But like, I had this conversation with my buddy at bowling the other day. I know I start a lot of stories like that, but that's where a lot of my conversations come these days.
Yeah.
But we were talking about somebody, one of my friend's friends, and he started describing her Because like when he said her name, I didn't know who he was talking about just by name.
Yeah.
But once he just started describing her as a person,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, I remember her. I met her at his cookout last year and this, that, and the other. When like when I first meet someone, I'm kind of quiet, and I explain this to him. It's because I'm trying to learn how to interact with the person.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to learn about like how they talk or things about them. So when I like interact with them or I meet them again later, I know who they are and I know how to like approach our interaction.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, I've met her multiple times. So I know exactly who she is. And I just like, to me, maybe because it comes so easy to me, I don't understand how it could be so difficult for someone else to remember someone they've met multiple times.
And it's not even that it comes easy to you. You put the effort for it.
Yeah, I guess that's just part of my personality.
Yeah. You make it a point to learn of these people and how they want to be.
But that I do that for my own comfortability.
For sure. It's
I don't
for your
do that
comfort,
as a kindness to somebody else.
but it ends up being a kind gesture toward them because you know how they interact and how they move. It just kind of works out. Yeah, you did it for you, but it worked out well for them too. So you're not wrong. And so I will repeat it over and over again. Hopefully you take it to heart. And you're like, no, you're not wrong, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it.
I know, but still.
I was just like, it was something I wanted to talk about because I did, in a way, feel a little guilty about being irritated.
Yeah.
But I also think that's a personality flaw of mine. So I saw somebody on Instagram the other day talking about how someone said to them about how patient they were.
Yeah.
And they said that, like, when that person said that, they realized that doesn't always necessarily mean a good thing, because sometimes being patient just means that you're putting up with people's shit when you shouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's real. But that comes in due course. You learn that as you age and become the person you are. So that's okay to know that find that out about yourself as time has gone. So respect it.
Yeah, I guess I just, without thinking about it in the moment while I was so irritated, I think now that I've reflected on it a little bit,
Yeah.
I find it disrespectful to be so easily forgettable in this person's eyes.
Yeah.
That after all of our interactions, you couldn't even remember my name.
Yeah. But now we kind of come around. We're like, that's because she might have a drinking problem, and she has some work to do in life.
Well, she's married now, so hopefully she got it together. But
I mean, marriage don't. That means she might be even drunker.
who knows? I don't know. They seemed happy enough.
Yeah, nobody's gonna come to the set putting on the worst part of performance of their existence. So some might. I don't know, but still, yeah, I'm with you on that. Well, good shit, Box. Thanks, man, for sharing that tale. Again, you're nobody's asshole. You're a good guy, and I love you for it. So it's okay.
Am I the asshole for asking?
For checking a fool for not knowing who I was, even though we've met dozens of times? Nah, you are not the asshole.
But am I the asshole for going to Reddit to ask if I'm an asshole?
You're an asshole because you asked. I believe the selection this week, there's none of those. Everybody seems good about that. It is what it is. So, I think I finished all my tea, but yeah, I did. I'm sorry, y'all. The cup is empty, but it is some little tea time, and I'm gonna double you up right quick on just a quick tale. Friday 13th, we had a Friday 13th here this month, and of course that means tattoo parlors around here oftentimes do a little capsule sale. And Vanessa was like, "You want to get a tattoo for Friday 13th?" And most of the time I would just be like, "No, I'm not." But this year, this go around, I was just like, "You know what, babe? Sure." And the kid was home for spring break that same week, and Vanessa was like, "You want a tattoo?" And the kid was like, Sure. So we went as a family. Xander didn't want to get tattooed, so don't worry. Now he was not a fan of the art. That was because it's a capsule sale, so it's what they're on offer.
Okay.
So you're saying so it's not like you can get anything personalized, whatever. It's like this is what we're doing, and this is whatever. And he didn't fuck with any of it, so that's why he didn't. Don't think we didn't invite my oldest on the mission as well. And so we went and hung out at War Horse Inc. Around the way here. They have multiple locations in Northeast Ohio. So if you could holler at War Horse, you might want to. My artist, it was Lizzie something or other. And so I got that there moon right there tattooed on me. And I like it. And I think she did a good job. You know what I'm saying? It's got a little shading, which is nice because I'm black and I've never really seen shading. I've not seen shading done on my skin before. And I was like,
when you sent us the picture, I was like, "Oh, T got a Sailor Moon tattoo."
It's got a vibe to it. I thought it was
He's like Sailor Jupiter.
For whatever reason, I thought that's my favorite sailor. That's crazy, right? That's crazy that you say that. But I kind of thought it had. For whatever reason, I thought it had an Avatar, the Airbender esque look to it. I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll get that moon. She was super sweet, and I asked her straight out, it's black skin, you know what I'm saying? How does everything work out? I go, it is kind of the lighter portion of my black skin, but she goes, no, I know what I'm doing. I know how to do the shading and so forth. And I think she did a real good job. She's very, very sweet. Vanessa ended up coming to hang out with me while I got tattooed. I hung with Vanessa until I got called back to go get tattooed.
Later on, you can get this added to it. This little blue guy with his butt hanging out.
And then was that a magic card?
Yeah, it's a magic card. It's Kami of the Crescent Moon. So yeah, it's like a blue moon, like a moon, and there's like a Kami spirit like sitting on a ledge. He's like a legendary guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you zoom in, his little butt crack is hanging out right there.
The plumber.
Yeah, he's got the plumber's crack.
So then me and Ness went in to watch Lee get tattooed. So we literally as a family did this. We hung out with that artist who was working on Lee and Lee's tattoo. And it was real fun. He was a real good dude. His room, everybody has their individual room kind of designed to their spec, and his room was full of Lego.
I did gauges a little bit, but then it just like, I myself wasn't planning them out as well because I was like a server at the time and had no time, and I was like, we're just gonna. But I didn't get them like to 00, so they were able to stretch back. Yeah. But it is nice now to be like, cool, I can put some layers together.
And he's talking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I was in a band. I used to play at Nelson's Ledge." Vanessa, if you know Vanessa for a long time, she'll always tell you stories of hanging out at Nelson's Ledges and going to shows and stuff and parties down there. So it's like it was the right guy for us to be kind of kicking it with and hanging out and chatting about. And he's a physical media guy and a Lego guy, so that's me and him talking. And he's tattooing my kids, so that's them talking. And it was a very, very nice little family experience. And I think that's super dope that we did that. Big up to my partner Vanessa for putting that all together, our little family adventure. And I love it. And she's like, I think I'm gonna get another one next Friday the 13th is in I think November. She got, maybe I'll get another one. We'll go to a different shop. I'm like, who knows? And,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. And it's just fun. It's like you said, they use the shops do. They're like little capsule sales, and they like be like, here's the art. These ones cost this much. These ones cost this much.
Look at my Monopoly board.
What is it? It's
a moon.
Oh man, we are on something right now, bro. That's crazy work. And so
is that Sailor Moon?
Sailor Mercury.
Because I know it's Hello Kitty this time around.
Yeah, the theme.
My theme on like the board I'm on is Dreamland Nights.
Nice. I kind of love that. But again, a wonderful experience, and would recommend. And it's like so okay.
10 out of 10 would tattoo again.
So I have at this point now I have 4 tattoos, okay? First tattoo, the Wu-Tang logo. I got it maybe a month after Wu-Tang Forever came out, and so it means something to me. Tattoo beneath that is the kid's mom's name. Means something to me. My kid's initials right here mean something to me. These are things that super duper were meaningful to me when I got them on me. This is my first random throw some art on me. And I like it. I like how it looks. I like how it feels. She did a real good job. It didn't hurt too much. It was a little tender. I'm not gonna lie to you as she was doing it, but it wasn't like I'm tearing up or anything like that there. And it's nice just to have a little random bit of art I get to take with me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I super dig dig that, and I like the placement and so forth. And I like the experience we had there. Very nice staff overall. The people who were there kind of fit a certain bill, and I was like, okay, yeah, y'all all seem real cool too, and so forth. So I dig it. It's right above what used to be the Hairy Buffalo on the west end of Lakewood. If you're over on that end of town, and the Hairy Buffalo is about to become a dispensary now. Opens up April 11th, so you want to go have a new dispensary. That's where it'll be at. That's going to be a Forest something dispensary. So new place to get your
Klutch Forest.
Klutch the Forest. My other thing is, and I was talking to Ann about it a little bit earlier on TikToks. So I see a video yesterday, and this guy says everybody's saying it's cheaper to fly to Japan and go to Disney Tokyo Sea than it is to go to any Disney park in America. And he goes, so I put it to the test. And I took my family of 4, and he's breaking it down, the pricing and stuff like that there. And I'm like,
So people say it's cheaper to fly to Tokyo and go to Tokyo Disney than it is to go to one in the US. Well, here's everything I spent in one day at Tokyo Disney Sea. Starting with the tickets, the adult tickets were $59 each, the child ticket was $35, my 2-year-old was free, for a total of $153. Just for comparison, we went to Disneyland in California last year, and our tickets cost us $626 for one day. So for Tokyo, there's no lightning lane, but we did buy premier access for 3 rides. That was the Rapunzel ride, the Toy Story ride, and Frozen. And okay, this was intense. I had to check the app all day in order to get that Frozen ride. For 4 of us, for 3 rides, that was $113, so that was a bigger expense, but optional. For food, I got the adorable alien mochi. This cup was $2.50, and I did get it 3 times. Throughout the day, we also got french fries for $1.75, this little cookie sandwich for $3, a gyoza sausage bun for $3.75, a popcorn for $2.50, a couple of these naan with meat in it for $3, and then we had a sit-down meal at the Snuggly Duckling. It was burgers and fries, and for the 4 of us, it came to $25, so our total food costs were $49.50. Finally, the souvenirs. Of course, during the day, I bought ears for me and the kids. 3 pairs came out to $36. I also bought sunglasses because it was bright out, a couple little things, but I saved most of my shopping for the end, and this was a big mistake. The shops were so crowded, it was so chaotic. I bought some random gifts and things, I kind of blacked out. I spent about $100. So that brought the total cost of one day at Tokyo Disney Sea for our family of 4 to $450.
bitch, you went to Japan for how much? So then immediately I'm interested. So I immediately just start doing the math. And so let me see, pull this up box. These are just some numbers I started putting together, and I called this Tokyo Dreams. The hotel I want to stay at is the what I decided was what I started basing these numbers on is if we went basically the week of my birthday. So let's say we got Japan, we flew out to Japan on the 6th of my birthday month. We came back a week later on the 13th. Okay. The hotel that I'm looking at is a Tokyo Bay Shiomi Prince Hotel. And it's about $200 a night. So for a week, $1,400. And that's everything, taxes and so forth and so on. And they feed you breakfast, which is nice. That's an option. And that's for a king room, king superior room. They also have a king corner room that costs a little more, but that was for the king superior room. Flights are what I looked up are between $700 and I think $75 up to $1,400. So I just said $1,000. You know, I kind of stuck it in the middle. Mm-hmm. So $1,000 each round trip. So $2,000 on the flights. A day at Tokyo Disney Sea. Getting into Tokyo Disney Sea would be about $100 total. No, $150 each. So $300. $150 each. $150 total. He said to get in his family of 4, he said it was like $400, and the one kid was free. So I think that broke down to $150 each. So $300. So that's why I said. So I was like, okay. So we get in there. I say $1,000 because I'm like, sure, we get in there, whatever. We got to pay for. You can pay for. They don't do fast pass there. They do whatever it's called. But they do. Let's say it's a couple of things we really want to get to. We paid a little extra for, and we get our little ears, and we get some stuff. So basically, I said for Disney Sea, I said $1,000, and we got to get there. We got to hop the train to get there. But actually, it's only like I think 18 minutes via train from the hotel, so relatively close. The Ghibli Museum is also in that area of Japan, and I think that was like a 45-minute train ride away. So I don't got my train price included yet, but I'm just doing the basics of it. But the Ghibli Museum is basically it's 1,000 yen to get, $10 to get in. So I said, $25 for us to get in there, and that's basically the only numbers I put in that one. But I also want to go see the Nintendo Museum, which is in Kyoto. It's about 3.5 hours away so we'd have to hop the bullet train. But that'd be dope. I get to ride a bullet train and go to Kyoto and then go to the Nintendo Museum. The Nintendo Museum is about $40 to get in per person. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we can do that. And so basically that's how I was talking to Vanessa about it. She kind of was like, yeah, that makes sense. We get in first day, ain't shit happening. That was a day of travel and just whatever. The next day would in theory be my birthday. So we get some food, some cake or something or whatever. We go eat somewhere and celebrate that, but not really go anywhere. So then the next day we go to Disney. So we got Disney taken care of. Next day, nothing. Kind of just chill the fuck out, get our legs back and so forth, so forth. Next day, go to the Ghibli Museum. Next day, kind of chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Next day, is that right? Yeah. Tuesday, go. Wednesday, rest. Thursday, go. Friday, rest. Saturday, go to hop the train to Kyoto and go to Nintendo Museum, kick it around there, and so forth and so on. Now, the rest days aren't fully like, let's just sit in this hotel. We can. But, we might be like, hey, let's slide over here to this record store or slide over to this video game store or whatever, you know what I'm saying, Harajuku, and go see what's popping in the fashion district or something like that. But, less leaving general Tokyo, you know what I'm saying? It's more just staying in Tokyo as because that's the aim we're going to go to Tokyo. And the mathing, we made a point to give ourselves some rest days in there, you know what I'm saying? So we actually could, have a good experience there. The hotel seems reasonable. It's well reviewed, and so forth and so on. And right now, this is not without having the trains, because we got to pay for train rides, and train rides they're not expensive at all. I think it was like $100 to get $100 round to get to Kyoto on the bullet train, and so $200 for both of us. And I think the train to the Ghibli Museum is like a regular train, so like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think it's like $20 if, so not too much. But currently, without me throwing the trains in, without me saying food, without me saying coming home with some, because Vanessa was like, we definitely gonna bring some snacks home. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna bring also Nintendo bullshit or some records or some shit that I can only get in Japan, because I would.
How much do you think would it be to ship it back home instead of carrying on the plane and stuff?
A lot, because shipping is just expensive in general, and I don't think Japanese Post would let me ship from them. And so we were all just planning to bring an extra suitcase in the suitcase.
Japanese Post, no gaijin.
Yeah, kind of. They got real weird rules about that kind of shit. And so because I don't know, I wouldn't want to bother now. And like I said, we just said we bring an extra suitcase in the suitcase, and that's what we come
now,
home with.
Is no gaijin no American, or is it just no foreigner?
I think it's no foreigner.
Could you be like, I'm from Senegal?
No, I think it's just a foreigner thing. Like there's certain like shops I can't shop for as an American. So basically, you have to use services that will shop for you in Japan, and then they'll ship it over here to you. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, it's weird. But then you can order from Amazon Japan right now, and I'm telling you right now, you can order some shit today, and if you got Prime, it will get here in about a day.
You got to use a VPN, or you can just go.
No, you can just go to and just do the translate, and it usually has a translate button on Amazon. You don't even got to do it via your browser. I bought.
What is it, like jp.amazon?
It's Amazon.jp.co. That Nintendo Famicom right there.
Yeah, the red one.
Yeah, that PC Engine. All those systems except for the Genesis, it all came from Japan, all from Amazon of Japan, ordered directly to my house.
This really feels like these are Japanese only pies.
I mean, they really are. The Genesis is American. But so right now, like I said, without the train travel, without the whatever, it is $7,500. And so if we start tucking away here and there, you know what I'm saying, and watching ourselves, I think we can probably go to Japan here in the next couple of years. And I'm excited about that idea, And so that is me and Vanessa have forever talking about the place we want to go. We want to go to Paris, of course. You go to Paris, you got to go to London because they're right there. You can it's literally a train ride away on the Channel. And so
I I always see the videos of the people that go to like the ramen cafes there.
Yeah.
And like that's like something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah. You know me, I'm not a huge sushi dude, but I mean, if I'm in the home of it, why the fuck would I not?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Plus, like, it's the ocean. That shit is always fresh.
And then like I'd want to go to like the 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Just going to go into the convenience and getting like Lawson's and 7-Eleven and so forth and so on. So we definitely want to do that. And so
Like I'd want to go to Tokyo.
Yeah.
And I'd want to go to a Pokemon Center. I'd want to go to a ramen place. I want to go to a sushi place. I want to go to 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
I want to walk around just Tokyo at night.
Yep.
Because I've watched a lot of those videos, like of people that just wear the body cams.
Yeah.
And just walk around the city at night to like help you sleep. You know, it's like the calm, quiet city or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I've seen like a lot of like pretty parks and stuff.
Yeah.
The hotels, like, where it's like you just sleep in like a fucking cube or whatever, like that.
Yeah, they have those. They have those real cheap little boxes, but I'm also a giant American.
I wouldn't do that.
There's no
but,
way I
like,
could fit in those.
Yeah.
So that's why I actually looked at hotels because I was like, nah, man, we gotta have a spot we can just vibe it and kick it at. Like I said, the picture of it is very nice. So I don't. And now who knows? I may pick another hotel, but that one actually, I picked that hotel because I was like, oh, it's a very nice hotel and so forth and so on. And then I looked up how to get to Tokyo from the hotel, you know, just directions. I was like, oh, that bitch is 18 minutes away. It's right there. 18 minutes away on the train. Not even like, if I hopped in a whip, I think it was like 7. So, and I'm not trying to drive in a.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to
Driving
drive.
in Canada is tough. Driving in Japan, where it's other side of the road and shit, could not. I already know I could not. And so therefore, would not and will not.
I should drive a mail truck, so I think I could probably do it.
You just whipping that bitch, man. I know. I it ain't in me, but you know, I got an Anthony in my life, so who knows?
Yeah, the only thing I know, I mean, of course, I want to go look at action figures and shit.
Yeah.
But if I had unlimited money, like the thing to do there is get a pair of jeans made. Like they take that shit super serious.
Yeah, get some Japanese denim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I'm just excited about the idea of it, and I think it's something we can actually make happen, which is actually kind of dope. Because it's like you know, you sometimes you just dream and it just be a dream, but this like seemed like one I could actually kind of make happen, and so I'm very excited about that. Like I said, Paris. I'm saying, well, maybe someday. I really do want to go to Paris, and it's one of those spots I want to try to make sure I get to before I head on off this mortal coil. But Japan is a big deal to me. It's like it's one of the ones I'm like, I gotta do this. I gotta get here. And that shit, I straight up looked up Cleveland to Japan. I ain't trying to shake the biz and be like, here, I'll just drive to Toronto and fly to there, or I'll drive to wherever and fly to there. I'm like, nah, how I get there from here? And give me the prices based on that. And I was like, okay, I see your numbers. And I'm like, all right, we can make that happen. So that is a dream that truly I think we're gonna work on as a unit and try to make happen, and I'm excited about the ideal of that. And I just want to share that with y'all, the listeners. You know what I'm saying? If you have some travel suggestions in that realm, and like if you know something, like everybody always hollering, be like telling me that like I need to get a car I'm going out of town in August, and I had to rent a car, and I didn't rent the car yet, and I was about to pull the trigger because we get a deal from our job that's pretty decent. And then somebody was like, hey, Costco rent cars. I'm like, I did not know Costco rent cars. I should look into that. And Costco also does travel. So if you have a Costco membership, I'm sure Sam's does too. I'm like BJ's, all these motherfucking warehouse probably does something like that. But it's like, if you're going to rent a whip, holler at Costco if you got a Costco membership. So I actually want to see what they numbers is talking about before I do anything. So.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I think my Sam's Club membership was due like yesterday.
Did it not just auto?
It should have, but who knows? Let me go look at my credit card statement and cry.
Oh my gosh! But that's what's been calculated with your mans. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, had to grab the papers that I dropped forever ago in recent history, in recent days. But like I said, I thought I'd share that with you all, and so I have. But, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't print them, so now I got to go grab my thing. I actually wrote them up, but I didn't put them through on the printer. And that is this week's
Am I the asshole?
Am I the Assholes? Each week we head to the mean streets of Reddit and then dig a little deeper into the subreddit that is Am I the Asshole. We pull a selection of them and we go through them. I hope I pulled some good ones this week, gentlemen. And let me
Oh no, I did not renew.
Read through them for
My
you.
membership expires tomorrow. Renew today. All right, well, you got me.
You got me, you motherfucker. So here you go. Am I the asshole for not packing clothes for my child's trip? Am I the asshole for walking away when my partner stopped to talk to someone who was previously disrespectful to me?
Oh.
Am I the asshole for correcting my roomie about her meals when eating out? I know you think that one sounds just so whatever. Trust me, if I chose it because I think it's interesting. So I think all three of them are interesting. And actually, so this week I'm actually going to end up knocking all three of them out. We're going to just run through them. And so we'll just do these in order. So, am I the asshole for not packing clothes for my child's trip? This is user overall estimate 904. If you want to, look this up on the old subreddit streets. Recently divorced. When my junior high age child goes to his dad's every weekend, I don't pack clothes for him. He has clothes there. Initially, I did pack clothes for him every time. But once I told my ex-husband I was waiting on clothes to dry before I came to drop our child off, and he said he had clothes there for him. So I stopped packing clothes, and it has seemed to work since then. They left on a spring break trip to go see his family this morning, and I assumed ex-husband would pack our child's clothes for the week since it's his trip and I don't bring clothes anymore during exchanges. We got there and he said, we got there? I'm going to assume she meant he got there because she didn't go. He got there and he said, that's all he's got. And when I asked if he had needed me to pack him clothes, he slammed the car door mid-sentence. Oh, we got there. So we got to the dad's house. I'm questioning if maybe I was wrong to assume he would pack for him since it is their trip and we haven't been sending clothes back and forth between houses for months. But then part of me thinks ex-husband should have specifically told me if he was expecting me to pack clothes from my house for the trip. I would have no problem in doing so. Just wrong to assume I didn't need to. Lay it on me. Am I the asshole?
No, just lack of communication.
And then, I mean, it had been communicated before that he got clothes here.
Yeah, but a trip is different though. Like when you just going to your dad's house for a weekend, like, hey man, you take a shower tonight, you only really need one pair of drawers and all that kind of stuff.
Fair.
But if you're going on a trip, it's like you need 5 socks, 5 underwear, 5 shirts, 5 shorts, 1 pair of long.
Maybe an outfit for going out to eat.
Yeah. You're right. So that is indeed a lack of communication that probably could have taken care of this. Let's see what the mean subredditors think of this. Not the asshole. Ex-husband is being a jerk and probably behind on laundry. However, junior high age kids should be packing their own bag. Disagree with that fully. I would not let a junior high age child pack a damn bag. I get it. You think they've come along well, but they're not. They're kids still, and they have a kid mind. They may need guidance in the first couple of times, but it should be neither of the parents' obligation. Kid is old enough to keep track of their wardrobe at both parents' house. Fully, again, disagree. I've had junior high age children.
It depends if a girl called you musty or not yet. If a girl called you musty yet, once you get past that threshold, then that's when you start taking care of your own shit.
Yeah. As an aunt and a girlfriend, I remember the bags packed by younger kids. There was always something missing, a jacket, shoes, socks. Those items never returned. I got cheap about things, though, and ended up going to Walmart and buying things on sale after the fourth winter jacket went astray. Okay, I don't know what you were responding to, so that just kind of seemed, I don't know, I was trying to find another comment. His time, his vacation, also his kid, not the asshole. I would make it crystal clear he's supposed to be a grown adult that is capable of providing necessities such as clothing, a duffel bag, and a toothbrush. If he can't plan beyond that, maybe they shouldn't be going on vacation. And I can kind of agree with that. Like, that's your kid, man. I get why you're saying, bring some extras. Because you're saying basically most of the time when you're at your dad's, it's a weekend kind of move.
Yeah.
And so this is a longer trip. So, yeah, some extras probably should have been provided. But also, it's like it's your kid, man. Just buy the man. Like I think it would be quite a delight if I went to my pop's house and he came through and was like, yo, I got you some new like shorts and bullshit and so forth for this trip you about to go on. You know what I'm saying? I think that could be nice, a real nice surprise. So I remember every now and again my mom would like hook us up. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yo, I got some. We about to go out on a trip to wherever. Here you get a fresh pair of trunks. Here's a couple of extra pairs of shorts. You know what I'm saying? And a dope little shirt or something. So I think that could be kind of nice. So Dad should be doing more, but yes, they could have communicated better, and nobody's the asshole here. I mean, Dad's a jerk for slamming the doors. It's unnecessary, but I don't think it rises to the occasion of asshole. Asshole really has meaning to us at this point for having done this for as long as we have, and we're just a little more, I don't know, sensitive to the idea of what and whom can get that title. So there you go. Am I the asshole? I'm going to say that was the last one because that one's kind of, I find that interesting. I think we might talk about this. This roomie one I think is interesting. Am I the asshole for correcting my roomie about her meals when eating out? I love my roomie very much. She's a wonderful person and I consider her family. We've lived together for a few years now and we're both pushing 30. My roomie has a digestive condition that will cripple her with stomach cramps if she eats even a little bit of dairy. She also doesn't eat meat, but she can do eggs and some fish. So as someone who loves loves food and cooking, I found it very easy to cook for the both of us, and she's always so grateful about it. We go on a lot of camping trips together. We really love it. Several times now, on our way to camping trip, we'd stop somewhere to get something to eat, and she'd end up doubled over with horrible cramps by the time we got to the campsite, and we'd have to pack up and turn around. Because I cook a lot, and I have a better idea of what's in most food than she does. But when we first ate out together years ago, I pointed out something had dairy in it to the waiter, and she mentioned she couldn't have any dairy, and she asked me politely to not do that again. So I didn't. Well, last weekend, we went on a big kayak camping trip. We had just gotten off a ferry, and we're having a last hot meal at a little restaurant when she ordered something with brioche bread, which, unlike most bread, has lots of butter in it. So I said, don't get brioche. It has tons of butter. She shot me a dirty look and asked the waiter had to ask, okay, that's how this is written, y'all. Asked the waiter had asked the chef who confirmed it did, and she got a substitution. She was pretty peeved at me for correcting her about her meal in front of the waiter, something she has asked me not to do before. Here's the thing about this trip, though. We were going to camp overnight at Posey Island, a tiny island marine park off the coast of Friday Harbor, one of the San Juan Islands in the Puget Sound. The island has only 2 campsites, and we'd rented both for the night, so we were going to be getting the whole island to ourselves. And one day was the lowest tide of the month as well, so we'd be getting some excellent tide pooling in. There were 4 of us on this trip: her, me, another friend, and my girlfriend. At this point, we'd woken up at 2 a.m., driven 5 hours, taking a 2-hour ferry ride that cost $70, and we're gearing up to paddle a few miles over to the harbor in the early morning cold. We'd all taken time off of work, which was hard on us, and the only reason we'd taken such an early ferry was so we could paddle over early in the morning when there'd be less boats in the harbor, because Rumi is afraid of kayaking near large boats, and honestly, none of us love it. So after we did all that, I wasn't willing to turn around because she didn't want to be told she ordered something with dairy in it. And the way the ferries work to San Juan, we'd be waiting maybe days to get on without a reservation, which was set for the day we were leaving. So, am I the asshole for correcting her about her dairy restrictions?
Yes. Yeah, you can take all that time to explain and all that time to give all this background about why you said it, but your friend actually respect her boundaries still. If your friend actually respect their boundaries, respect them. Yes, it might make your trip suck a little bit more, but at the end of the day, she asked you to respect her boundaries and not do that, not to belittle what she wants.
there's an edit here, and we're gonna come back around. Edit. I feel the need to point out that while the trips have been ended before due to dairy slips, of the 5 or so times it's happened, 2/3 were not her fault because she ordered vegan food, and we camp a lot, basically every weekend of the summer and many weekends in the fall. This has never happened. Has happened fewer than 1 out of 10 trips. So it's not like this is a habit that she has, because people are probably like, this bitch always fucking up the vacation. But in this case, this vacation has some very specific rules to it. Mm-hmm. Travel is challenging at best. Her eating dairy causes her to have debilitating cramps in a way that she might need medical help. Mm-hmm. In this case, I feel it's necessary to correct her, because you throw off everybody else who has put in a lot of effort to make this trip happen just because you are not food aware enough to know you shouldn't be ordering brioche. And so to save this vacation that all these people have planned and put in money and effort for, I feel like I get it. She has a bit of a boundary saying, please don't be correcting my food choices, but also maybe don't be fucking up the vacation because you don't know what kind of bread you need.
Yeah, I agree with T. Like, I respect your boundary to the point where, like, it doesn't encroach on my property.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just like, no, baby, you got to be better about that. Plus, and also I feel like, and maybe maybe this you have some insight on this. You have a food allergy.
Yeah.
You have to be aware of what's in what.
A different food.
And ask. Now, pause on that. Was she about to ask what's up with the brioche?
Probably not. She just wanted brioche.
But maybe he should give her the opportunity to ask. Because what if she was about to be like, hey, what's going on with that bread? Well, actually, probably not. Because like I said, nobody said, no, I love brioche. You know me, I love brioche because it's delicious. But also, I never thought the brioche might be just full of butter. And I guess...
Yeah, the thought never crossed my mind.
No, never. So, respect due to brioche, I guess. Who knew, y'all?
Yeah, brioche is just pretty much sugar bread. Sugar honey bread. Sugar butter bread.
Yeah, I assumed it was like a lot of sugar in there, but I didn't think about the butter aspect.
Yeah.
Because like Aiden always fucking buys brioche buns for shit. I'm just like, God damn, man, you just want sugar bread all the fucking time. I'm like, can we just get a sesame seed bun like normal ass people? But not everything in the meal has to taste like fucking sugar.
CR bread.
Sweet sauce is sweet bread. Like, God damn, man, where's some savory in this bitch?
No seeds. McDonald's right there. You, the listener, have had brioche because you've had a Popeye's chicken sandwich. And that's the bread they use there. In case you were wondering, have I ever had brioche? You have. Because you've enjoyed some good Popeye's bread. Also, if you're vegan, don't eat brioche. Turns out, full of butter. Who knew? Let's check out some of the comments here. Not the asshole. Roommate doesn't get to not advocate for her own health by not being vigilant about what... Wow, that's crazy. I just said that and I had not read that. About by not being vigilant about what she eats and then ruin everybody else's plan as a result. And then somebody comments, actually, roommates get to do what they want about their health, and other people knowing this need to make their plans accordingly. And I'm like, I don't think I should be having a plan around you fucking up my vacation. I think I would be inviting you on my vacation. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is. This is a glow-in-the-dark comment. Yep, they can eat whatever they want, knowing the consequences. The additional consequence should be that they miss out on the fun activity that everyone else is doing. Opie needs to stop parenting this person and letting them ruin events. And that's probably why the Opie came with the thing like, look, man, this only doesn't happen like once or twice before. It's chill, man. It's not valid when the consequences is no one gets to do the activity because they took one car on a 5-hour drive. I agree she's allowed to eat whatever she wants in a normal circumstances, but I find it strange she's constantly doing this before they have an outdoor plans. Generally leading to plans being canceled feels intentional. Now, again, that's probably why the guy came with the
caveat.
With the edit to be like, nah, man, this ain't popping all the time. It has happened, but I don't mean always, because of course Reddit be overreaching sometimes, y'all. But I thought that was an interesting one, and I figured again y'all would have some thoughts on it, and I fully agree with you in the regard that yes, we need to respect people's boundaries, and I do. But this boundary, I think, oversteps everybody else's kind of situation. Yeah. And so that's why I feel like that one has to be checked. This last one, I think, it got removed. Damn, y'all, this was here earlier. That's crazy. But worry not, there's almost always a copy. Let me scroll for a little bit and see if I can find you the copy of it. And if not, trust me, I have a print of it in the other room. And I can just go snag it. In fact, I thought I copied and pasted that whole thing into this. Let me check my docs here. I'm off the glass of the synthetic. Oh, why? It's not there. Let's see if it's here. Not there. How about, let me jump over here to my Gmail. I got these show notes in multiple places for just such occasions. And like I said, I actually had printed out, I had copied and pasted the entire Am I the Asshole because I was like, let me make sure I have that. But I don't have it right now. Here, give me a second, y'all, and I'll go grab it. Vamp with the listeners, everybody.
Who knew? Who knew? Walmart Plus.
You got Walmart Plus too?
No, but I've seen the commercial a bunch of times with Walton Goggins.
Oh, okay.
Then they have that little jingle like, who knew? Who knew?
Walton Goggins is a great actor. I really enjoy him as Baby Billy.
Oh, dude.
Uncle Baby Billy.
Fantastic. Very quotable. Yeah. I was cleaning out like old videos and screenshots and shit on my phone during the multiple power outages last weekend.
Yeah.
And I ran across the cocaine. God bless this cocaine memes from like the finale.
And 8 ball.
Won't someone in this family think of someone else for once? I ain't asking for the moon here. I'm just asking for $2 million, an 8 ball, and $2 million.
I miss having that kind of appointment TV to watch something that's funny. Like my partner, all she want to watch is war shit. Like the I think his name is Alan Richmond.
Yeah, the big dude from.
Oh, you watching Reacher?
No, she wasn't watching Reacher. She had a new movie on one of them on some shits where it was like he's in the army. And it's like this big ass mech machine coming after his troop, Rangers. And I'm like, man, you know what we're going through right now. Why is he watching this shit? We just got hit with a missile.
Dude, when we get to the entertainment section, which I feel we're on the precipice of,
Indeed.
I've got a lot of shit to go over. I've watched a lot of TV recently.
All right, y'all. Let me close and open this bad boy right quick. Again, this has been removed, but I'll still give you the link because you can still jump to it. You just won't be able to, it won't be there. The user Plaster Mustard 3. Am I the asshole for walking away when my partner stopped to talk to someone who previously disrespected me? Hearing just that, gentlemen.
Not the asshole.
Okay. Box.
Asshole.
All right. I, 30 female, was out in town with my partner, 30 male, when we ran into a woman, 46 female, he used to be in a band with. For context, I've had a pretty negative history with her. When my partner was still in the band, she would ignore me or not address me by name. Made passive-aggressive comments about my job, e.g. calling me very studious in a sneering way. Gave me dirty looks and generally made me feel unwelcomed at gigs. Once literally pushed past me to hug my partner from behind.
Oh, from behind. Cheeks.
She's married to another person in the band, but had form for this kind of thing with various men. I stayed civil this is how this is written. While he was in the band, because I didn't want to cause drama or anything awkward for my partner. He's no longer in the band, so I don't see her anymore. Anyway, we saw her in the street. She spotted us. She said, "Oh, look, it's my partner's name." Once again, didn't acknowledge me at all, even though I was right there. At this point, I just thought, nope, and kept walking. I didn't make eye contact or stop. My partner stopped briefly to say hello, then quickly made an excuse and caught up with me. Afterwards, he said I'd put him in an awkward position because he had to come up with an excuse on the spot and felt a bit embarrassed. He asked why I didn't just stop and refer to what I did as an act of war. From my perspective, I spent a year being polite to someone who consistently disrespected me, and I'm not interested in pretending everything is fine now. I didn't cause a scene, I just removed myself. I feel like I finally stood up for myself, but I also get that it might have looked rude. So is this person an asshole?
No, if all they did was leave, then no.
Yeah, I don't think they're an asshole. They didn't come out. They didn't yell or scream or make a scene or anything like that.
Yeah, this is how I felt last night. Like, I said my one little thing and then I kept it moving.
I told you I thought I had one for you.
Yeah.
He has the audacity to complain about this. He made you put up with that for a year. His whining ass couldn't deal with 5 minutes. Laughed my ass off. Go back to him and say, I put up with that awkwardness and bullying for a year for your band, whilst you didn't do anything because it wasn't bad for you. You had 5 minutes of the same and complained. Feels shit, doesn't it? Settle down, unicorn hair, 1991.
I just feel like this person's in a band and she doesn't appreciate the band anymore. This is spot on. You handled this interaction perfectly, and I'd even go so far as to say gracefully and diplomatically too, as considering from previous experiences with this woman, your only other option was to awkwardly stand there, allowing her and your partner too, he's equally at fault here, by the way, to once again blatantly ignore and disrespect you. Nicely done, OP. Absolutely not the asshole. Somebody spars right? Like, he had zero problem watching you get disrespected for months, and now 5 seconds of polite avoidance is a crisis? LOL. Yeah, he said this is an act of war. That's weird, right?
Yeah, act of war is a little aggressive.
Yeah, this whole situation is weird.
Like, fuck that bitch for being weird, and fuck your man for being weird too. Not the asshole, but why did he ever say anything to her? He should be cutting her off too. Why do you put up with that? I don't know if all that. Reddit sometimes be wild, but the OP responded, plausible deniability on her part, and you only see her at gigs, so what's the problem, apparently? Oh, that was his. Ew, I don't like this man. I'm not saying break up with him, but y'all might have to have a conversation about what's what in this relationship going forward. Like, bruh, you can't just have him for a while out on me. That's real. Or be disrespectful in their tone or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's this week's Some of the Assholes. Hope you enjoyed them. I know I did. If you ever have one, send it to us. Let us know. And we'll gladly share it and go over and describe and discuss if these person are the asshole. But you know what it is, man. As we start circling the drain here, gentlemen, what you been watching, reading, listening to, so forth and so on as the days gone by?
All right. I will start because I have a laundry list of things.
Okay.
I finished season 2 of Wild Cards, which we had talked about previously. I finished season 2 of Fallout.
What'd you think?
I've never played the games.
Same.
But I enjoy the show.
Yep.
I watched season 2 of Cross. I watched the entire first season. I'm assuming it's the first season, that there will be more, of Young Sherlock. I watched all 8 episodes of Wonder Man. And then today I finished all of season 2, which I'm assuming is the last season based on how it ended, of Deadlock. And today I also watched the movie Mercy with Star-Lord, Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that is the extent of my television shows that I watched in the last 2 weeks.
What'd you think of Wonder Man?
I thought it was good up until the end.
What about the end did not speak to you?
I don't like the way Marvel ends a lot of their shows, where it feels like it just abruptly ends with like the show felt fucking pointless after that point. To me, like, there was no conflict of any kind per se. Like, it felt like they were trying to give me a background story, but like it felt like it was missing pieces, and like it felt like it was building towards something that never came. Also, I don't want to like necessarily give it away, but like the dude jumps from being like an actor to like an espionage agent of sorts. Like, I don't know.
Where'd you get that from?
Like, he went from being just a dude that wanted to be an actor to a guy sneaking into a government facility. Like, where the fuck did he learn that in 2 months?
Okay. I'll allow for it.
You get what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I know what you mean, but that wasn't really the point.
We fully disagree, and that's not what that show about.
He went to go save his best friend.
I'm not questioning why he did it. I'm questioning how he learned the ability to do that. Like, is it just because he watched it from movies or some shit?
I mean, I don't think he doesn't.
And keep in mind, I know nothing about this fucking character. Never even heard of him before the trailer for the show came out.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this dude.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like I don't know. I mean, it's my favorite Marvel show thus far.
Yeah.
I thought it was just kind of like a sweet ending where he just saved the only person that seemed to kind of get his life at that point.
Yeah. Really enjoy Wonder Man. I really love it. What you think of, I know about Cross, but I don't know Cross. But I remember you really enjoyed the first season. What do you think of the second?
The show's interesting. Like, I really enjoy, I want to say his name's like Aldous Hodge, the actor.
Yeah.
I think he does a fantastic job as the character.
Yeah.
And I feel like the first season had a couple more, like, quotable moments.
Okay.
But the season overall I felt was very good. Like, Matthew Lillard did a really good job as, like, the season's guest star. The story was interesting.
Did you watch him on the Last Meal?
I saw the promo video for it, but I haven't gotten around to actually watching the interview.
Okay, that shit was kind of sad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe I'll watch that while I'm working tomorrow. That way I can cry for multiple things. But no, yeah, like I enjoy the show. I think it already got picked up for season 3, but I'm not entirely sure because it was like one news outlet that I'd never heard of was the only one reporting it. Yeah. But you know how these things go with like streaming. Oh, I did start. I picked Invincible back up too.
Okay.
Because I hadn't finished season 3. I still had like 3 episodes left of season 3.
Yeah.
So I watched one of those. So I got 2 more in season 3, and then the new season just started on Wednesday. So 3 episodes of season 4 are up now.
How is that show? I mean, I don't know if it's something I should be bothered with. I never have it. It's like,
I think it's well done.
yeah.
The anime aspect of it isn't like over the top. It's just, crisp looking.
Okay.
Story's interesting. Like each season's only like 8 episodes.
Okay.
But the episodes are like 45, 50 minutes long or whatever. So
Yeah.
it is a commitment.
It's chunky.
But it's not like, 24 episodes or something like that.
Okay. Respect it. Games, just in Warzone or anything? Dropping into Warzone or any such?
No, like we played for like a little bit last Saturday on the new Blackout mode.
Okay.
But we all fucking hate it. And so we just haven't made a single effort to play at all since then. But I guess they brought back Verdansk like Warzone last night because the rumor was they weren't going to bring it back for like a month. But it seems like a lot of people aren't enjoying the new mode. So I think in an effort to help retain their player base, they have brought it back early. But I have not played at all this weekend.
Fair. Very good.
I don't know how much I'm actually going to play. Like, if people want to, like, I have some free time in the evenings, like, coming up that my buddies want to play at, like, Warzone. I can do that. But, like, my weekends for, like, almost the entirety of April are, like, booked already almost.
There you go. Ant, what about you, man?
Well, not tonight, but earlier today I went to go see Hopper with the family. Is
that like an Easter Bunny movie or something?
Actually, it's not Easter. It's some bunnies in it, but it's the new Pixar movie. It's about this young lady who wants to save like a marsh in her like the area she lives in, and I didn't even really know like the storyline. I didn't know it was a Pixar movie, but she wants to save this area in her city. Where they figure out if they get a beaver to build like a dam in this area, they won't be able to build on top of it. And without saying anything, without spoiling it, craziness ensues.
This sounds like people wanting to tear down a building So then people rush to try and make it like a historical building to save it.
Yeah, you got to save the rec center.
Yeah, well, it's like that. Like it's some fucked up shit in it. They take just like every Pixar, somebody dies. I'm like, oh my god, why did they have to die? And then somebody dies. Like, oh holy shit, I was not expecting that.
Okay.
It was entertaining. This is the second movie we took our 1-year-old to see.
Okay.
Like before, we took him to see some. First movie was Superman.
Yeah.
And this is his second official movie. And once the popcorn was gone, it was like he was like, "Fuck this now, ain't no more popcorn." And
that's why you gotta sneak them in like a Chinese dinner.
well, we didn't pay for him to get in, so I mean,
Still can sneak them in some food.
man. Yeah,
That's what that diaper bag's for.
You usually like I was like when it comes to like just if it's just me and the boys, like we stop at 7-Eleven or something before and let them pick out some stuff, and then we go in and maybe we'll get popcorn, but
I need to get back into like going to the movies. I was doing that a lot last summer. Like I was going to like every week to Phoenix.
We were going. Had we turned around and done it like we're like earlier in the day, we were going to go see we were going to go next week to go see
Super Mario.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
Yeah, Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, they, like my oldest son wanted to see that, and
Somebody mentioned that to me last night at the party, and I'm like, I have no fucking clue what it is.
Oh my god, I love that book so much that I'm slightly worried that the movie's not going to live up to it. But also, they did a really good job with The Martian. I also love that book, so I'm like, I'm going to watch it. It's going to be great, and I'm going to have a good time with it. Andy Weir seems to know what he's doing. He seemed to have a real good hand in it, so I'm excited to see it. You should definitely. And I know people are like, I love to read. I know you love to read. Reading's great. You should listen to the audio book of Project Hail Mary. It has one of the best guys in the business to do it, and he's been at all the premieres and stuff. People are like, "Yo, man, you really made that book for me, man." And he's like, "Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it." So I'm telling you right now, if you snag that off your Audible or whatever, you should listen to Project Hail Mary. I would tell you to watch the movie first. I always tell people watch the movies first because books is so different that it might end up making you have not a good film experience if you know the book well. And it's also, you can probably get it on your Spotify too, or wherever. You know what I'm saying? Listen to that book. It's dope.
Yeah, my family are reading, except me. Me and Miles are staying out of that shit. Reading Wonder, and I was like, yeah, y'all should watch the movie first, so you'll be more interested in the book. But my partner said, no, we're going to do the opposite.
Yeah, I learned the hard way when I read Jurassic Park in high school.
Yeah.
In preparation of seeing the film, and I saw the movie and it was so different from the book, I was mad. So I was like, going forward, watch the movie first. That way you'll be like, okay, that's interesting. And then listen, check out the book, read the book as you will. And I think that's a better way to do that. Also, I would tell you to don't watch a live version of a song first because you might fall in love with it, and then the studio version sounds nothing like it. Because I've come across a couple of Tiny Desk. I'm like, that's the version of the song I know and love at this point. Anything else is just whatever. So that's just me. I'm grumpy away. Anything else, Ed? You want to watch anything, read anything, podcasts, anything?
I did finish Jeanette. I listened to the Jeanette McCurdy's book.
The new one, Half
His Age.
Yeah.
That was okay. It was all right. Her book about her mom was of course better.
Well, this one is fiction. Yeah, so I get. She may not be the best fiction writer.
It was okay.
Yeah,
it's a short read, short entertaining. I really, really, really haven't watched anything at all besides Yo Gabba Gabba and Miss Rachel.
Iowa just knocked out Florida out of the NCAA tournament.
Oh wow,
sick. Love that. Play any games or anything?
Nope.
Okay, very good. All right, let's run through it, y'all. For me, I am up to date on Shrinking. Love that show. It has taken such a turn it took such a turn this last episode, and then the follow up episode that I'm like kind of like in a bit of a state about to see how they get some things right here. Finished off Star Trek, Starfleet Academy. Love that show. They know that they might not be renewed, so they actually wrapped up the story, I think, in a very good way. Plenty of space to keep going if they do get another season. And if not, they stuck a nice little fork in it. I checked out the first episode, and now there should be 3 episodes up of Rooster, of starring Steve Carell. That's over there on HBO Max. It's from the makers of Ted Lasso, Shrinking, and Scrubs. So, you know what I'm saying? I the first episode left me desirous of, but I figure I'll let some of that stack up, and I'll go back to it and see if I'm fucking with it or not. Right now, it is a maybe. It's got my man who played Jamie Tart in it, so I kind of bang with that. And it's got the guy who played Dr. Cox on Scrubs in it as well. So it's like a lot of people in the show, so it's probably going to be pretty good. Caught a good sale on the Switch over yonder, and so I got Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will-O-Wisp for I think 15 total. And so I've really been getting the brass tacks on Ori. As you can, gentlemen here in the room can see, I got the old Virtual Boy, which is you can also play on your Switch now, and that right there is a shell. You actually drop the Switch into that and you use your controllers to play Virtual Boy games. It's kind of kick-ass. If you want to do it before you leave, you can. If you're not, no worries. And I think it's really nice. I pulled you can't see this over. I think it's on the box beside the table somewhere. I actually ended up pulling the red lenses off of it because the games are red regardless, and the nose is just not deep enough with that on there. So I actually ended up popping the red lenses off of it and kept the motherfucking moving. So it's real kind of cool. And so I kind of messed around with some Virtual Boy games for the first time since I actually owned a Virtual Boy back in the day, which was a delight. And speaking of Nintendo, I finished Kevin McDonald's book, Super Nintendo, the game-changing company that unlocked the power of play, is the title of that book. And I'm telling you right now, you should check that book out. Real quick go through, about an 8 hour listen. So it's not going to take up too much of your time, but it's really a really wonderful book about the history of Nintendo. And of course, if you're going to talk about the history of Nintendo, you got to get some history of video games as a whole in there as well. But Kes McDonald actually crushed it. She read her own book, so it's very nice to hear her. She's a Scottish woman, so you get a little bit of an accent, and so it's kind of fun to listen to her read that book. Highly recommend. I'm listening to Jack Harlow's Monica. I know everybody and mama want to be mad at Jack Harlow for having the audacity to say, I got blacker. Because they want to say, what you mean by that, Jack Harlow? But it's like...
I mean, but the title of the...
They want to think that Monica means he's making a joke about my nigga. And it's like, that's really... that was. So, people on the internet have jumped to that conclusion. If you check out Mason Cam's podcast... Cam is like, I don't know. I mean, I like the album. And I'm not worried about the title. They tell him, because Monica mean my nigga. And he like, really? And he go, hold on. And so Mace calls up the guy who works with Jack Harlow on this, and he's like, does Monica really mean my nigga? He goes, do you really think I would let that motherfucker do that? And he's like, well, no, I know you wouldn't. I go, no, I would not. That's not what that means. It's the story. It's actually the story of the woman that he's talking about throughout the whole album. Chill, y'all. And I'm like, yeah, well, I knew it off the rip. I knew what he meant when he said I got blacker, because he was not. Basically,
yeah, darker.
He's on the podcast, and these dudes ask him, and he's on the podcast with white dudes, and so people are really kind of upset about it, like, why are you letting these white boys pull you this way? And they're trying to say, like, hey man, most of your contemporaries, your white rapper contemporaries, have all basically gone to country music or folk music, if you take it back to Everlast. Mm-hmm. And you didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You went and he goes, yeah, I got blacker. He's not saying he got blacker. That's not literally what he mean by that. He's saying, yes, I went deeper into black music while all these motherfuckers went to go do basically essentially white music. You know that's what he meant. You hear him say it. You can't miss it. But you miss it if you're on the internet and you don't get all the context, or don't even attempt to get all the context for it. I've listened to Jack Harlow's music since 2018 off his one joint Loose. I fucking love that music. Let her do. I love him rapping, but just like every now and again, Fonteo just be like, I'm gonna sing on this album. It ain't gonna be nothing but singing. This album is nothing but Jack Harlow singing. He has a wonderful singing voice. I like the music he's singing. I like the lyrics he's using. He has real good musicians on the album. Like, it's real good session musicians in there. Fun little features that work real well. There's no rapping throughout any of it. It is all just singing. I think it's like 9 songs total. I really, really enjoy the album. And if you fuck with it, like I fuck with it, thanks. Leon, speaking of live versions of music, Leon Thomas's did a Tiny Desk, and they put it on vinyl. And so I copped that vinyl. It comes on a beautiful little white vinyl. It's on the turntable now. I wish I could show it to you because Box always seems to appreciate a nice color vinyl when I show up to him. And it's wonderful. If you have not listened to Leon Thomas's Tiny Desk concert one, it's a great concert. He's a very, very, very good singer. And of course, it's kind of dope to have some time. I own that one and I own the Mac Miller Tiny Desk, which have both been put on vinyl. The kid was home for spring break, was like, hey, do you own the Chronic? And I was like, Dr. Dre? Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's on the shelf over there. They couldn't find it. I ended up digging it out for him. And we sat hanging out and listening to the Chronic last weekend. And I think that's so fly. He wanted to hear nothing but a G thing in particular. So I was like, there you go. We'll get down with some G thing. And so we did. And I think that is a delight. That is it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've been listening to, playing, and getting down with. So there you go, people. That is that. I have to go back to the notes. If you enjoyed hearing us wax poetic about all things Cleveland and ourselves, of course, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell, all that good shit. If you see, look, you shouldn't hit the hype button because we don't have enough subscribers yet to get the hype button. But if you see the hype button, hit the hype button for me, okay? That'd be dope. Yeah, get your notifications, all that there. We're here. We're here when we're here. Like I say, oftentimes if you do it live, it's around 8:30 p.m. on a Thursday, and I'll oftentimes I will certainly post it in on our Blue Sky to say, hey, we're about to do it live, and so you can jump in the chat and do it with us live if you are so inclined. Otherwise, we're on podcast services everywhere you get your podcasts. I guess Apple Podcasts is about to start doing video over there as well. If it just goes up like it does on Spotify, then there's nothing to it. The video will be there. If there's a step involved that I need to be uploading video to Apple some way, shape, or form, I'll figure it out. But trust me, I basically just want you to go to YouTube. Okay. You let me know. If you were like, hey man, I'm only on Apple and I want to see you guys, and I have to do an extra step. Well, if you tell me that, maybe I'll get down with that. All right. We got stuff, so consider buying a shirt or anything else over at tpublic.com/user stays Krunchy and milk. It's all one word. Krunchy, of course, being spelled with a K. Feel free to give us a call. It's 216-264-6311. That's 216-264-6311. We certainly love to hear from you. That guy right there is 216's own Tatum.
I might not have a big feel, but I believe in it.
That's Lunchbox 2099.
I said what I said.
I am what I am. Everything I thought I'd be. I am the Internet Sarah 713. Don't make me push you into traffic. We'll do it again next time. Peace.
What happened to your ass? It's beautiful.
Stays crunchy and milk.